Family, salute family, salute. Bulldog Sunday, salute. Who's that? Ricky. Salute, Ricky. Salute. Thanks for hitting the salute button, man. Welcome on in, Ricky. Salute the workers. If you new, like and subscribe, Ricky. Jayard, salute Jayard. Salute. What y'all up to? What y'all up to this Sunday morning, Bulldog Sunday morning? Easy like Sunday morning. Same like when I left y'all. Lighten it up. Lighten it motherfucker up. Same like when I left y'all early this morning. We lighten it up still. Lighten it back up. Right back at it. Lighten it up. Light it up if you got it. Light your breakfast up. Oh, it's almost lunchtime now. Well, shit, y'all niggas already had that first one for the morning. Come on, let's get it then. Light it up. What y'all got? How them White Walkers doing? Family, how the White Walkers doing? Them motherfuckers acting like big dogs. He said, too late, it's gone. Your morning shot already gone, Jai. You put something in the air this morning already? Goddamn, Jai, it's all gone. Light that shit up. Hit that salute button, whoever that third one is. Hit the salute button. Make the numbers match. Hit that salute button. There's 4 workers in here, only 2 salutes. Hit the salute button, please, gentlemen. Anybody know who won the mission? I was on the live with y'all last. I was listening to the Bulldog shows and shit. Anybody know who won that Michigan? Who ended up winning that Michigan Arizona jump? Ballin', salute. Okay, Michigan won. Oh, okay, Michigan won. That's what's up. We got Michigan and Connecticut. Who y'all got? I'm going for Connecticut. Ballin'. They say three. They say $3. Ballin'. They said $3. They need to know. They just need to know who you were. Need to know who you was and shit. So they need to know who you is and yeah, three bands for that you want done. That's what they told me, ball. They told me that this morning, ball. They said ain't no problem, but they need to know who you is and they need 3 bands for that. They said they need 3 bands for that. He throwing like a motherfucker though, ball. He throwing. I'm breeding to him my motherfucking self. I'm gonna breed to him my motherfucking self. Soon as my Simplicio bitch, that's what I'm gonna put on top of Simplicio. Top of my Simplicio bitch. It says J-Bo shit. Since Top Shelf don't got Rambo no more. I'm gonna go ahead and go on the in-house move, with folks and them. But yeah, I talked to him this morning. That's what he told me, baller. I hear you, Ricky. That sound vicious, Ricky. I like that too, Ricky. I like that. I'm gonna pass on that though right now, Ricky. I'm gonna pass on that right now, Ricky. I like how you do that though. I like how you do that. I got smell you a little better, Ricky, before we start doing that. I don't know. But I like how you coming out, got 100 on Michigan. I like that. I like that. Gotta know you a little bit more though before I call it fly bet like that. Cause I be really wanting my motherfucking money. I be really wanting my motherfucking money, even though we on YouTube and all that. I be really wanting my money, so like I ain't gonna call no flyback till I know you till I could gamble on you for real, for real. Like yeah, Ricky gonna pay that money. Ricky gonna pay me that money. Oh shit. Hey, Baller, what you think? Did you hear about that stuff with uh Carolina, that's all, bro. Carolina. Deep in Carolina though, deep in Carolina, right before you get South Carolina though. So it's deep in Carolina, but it ain't far at all. It ain't nothing for us. From ain't nothing but the North Carolina ride from Maryland. You already know how that is. What y'all think about that shit that happened with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci man? Man, what y'all feel about that shit? Just talking about some shit that came across the algorithm, you know, with the rappers and shit. Just talking about the current events and shit. What y'all think about that shit that Pooh Shiesty and Gucci man situation? They say the young. From what I hear, the youngin was feeling a certain type of way. Even when he was in jail, he was feeling a certain type of way from something that happened to his cousin or something. Him and his cousin was signed with Gucci, and his cousin ended up dying or something. Gucci was on some petty shit. They had asked him for the money for the funeral shit, and Gucci asked for the chain back or some shit like that. So it kind of rubbed the family the wrong way. So they trying to say Shorty was feeling a certain type of way about that anyway, and he wanted to get out his contract because other motherfuckers was offering him some money. So I guess Gucci ain't want to let him out his contract some type of way or whatever. So Shorty was like, nah, I ain't asking you to get up out that motherfucker. You gonna let me up out that motherfucker. Something like that. Salute the Wolf, RBG. It's more to it. Oh, okay. Okay, Ja says more to it. I just the shit that I heard that you know on the internet and shit. I don't know the ins and outs of it. Just reporting what they were saying. What you want to enlighten us on anything, or you ain't got to, Jai? You know if that's you ain't got to if it's too much hot shit. But like if it's something that's known and you want to let us know, you want to put us in the motherfucking mix. We just talking about it. They said he made 24 million off Slim. Oh, okay. They say he made 24 mil off Slim when he was in jail and they pay him. Oh, okay. That sound more like equaling up to what the fuck happened. Okay. As a boss, that's wild. You supposed to take care of your employee. Oh hell yeah! Like if that was what happened, if some type of way that's what happened, I understand. And they saying Got you. So I guess that's what Josh saying too. It got to this point because the nigga kept playing with that cheese, kept playing with that cheese. You think you just gonna be, yeah. Them niggas getting the whiff of that shit. Them motherfuckers getting the whiff of that shit now. You can't just be pulling them old school CEO moves, just trying to slave them artists out. Especially some of them artists that like, man, come on, and it's too much information out here. Them deals that them niggas making, like them people, the artists gonna be able to find out that the people is fucking them, and they're gonna react in different ways. They're gonna react in different ways. So yeah, if they made that man made 24 mil off of him on the sneak tip and ain't break bread with that motherfucking dude, yeah, shit, I can see why the motherfucker was upset. That's 24 mil. That's 24 mil. I don't see nothing wrong with laying it on the line for the millions. I mean, some people say it was stupid and shit. How you getting away? Look, look. And I heard that he might still be getting out. He might be getting out. So it is what it is. I heard they don't really got nothing on him anyway. But they say Gucci he still signed to Gucci because that shit that Gucci signed under duress. So that shit ain't. I don't know what's going on, but it's on now. It should be on now though. Either way, whatever's going on, it definitely should be on now. Cause ain't no way Gucci could sleep this down and yeah, it gotta be going on now. It gotta be going on. Sad, but it's true. Sad, but it's true. Salute, my Bulldog brother Dickie. Salute, happy Easter to you, bro. Dickie, man, you done run them snakes all in my algorithm now since I've been fucking with you. Them snakes all in my algorithm. Every morning there's something about some snakes coming up on my jump. Man, I don't know what's this. These dudes was walking around outside. I don't know if they set this shit up or not, but everywhere they was walking was cottonmouths. If you seen that shit on YouTube, Dick, everywhere they was walking outside, it was it was a cottonmouth here, cottonmouth there. It was like 20 cottonmouths everywhere they stepped at. It was cottonmouths in wherever they was walking at. And they was just walking. Oh, there go another one. Oh, there go another one. Oh, there go one right there. There go one right there. There go a baby one. There go man. It was like all types of cottonmouths where they was walking at. Like everywhere they was stepping. That shit was crazy. They was acting like they was in the fucking they was in amusement park. They was happy as shit. Everywhere they was stepping, it was fucking snakes. I was like, where the fuck is they at? Who was that little boy, Dickie in the your last that short with the little with the little boy? That was you when you was a baby. That was you when you was a youngin, or that's your son or something. Little tough ass youngin that was in the picture. I think they had a snake in the picture. I don't know. He was a little tough little youngin. Little youngin had a scar and everything. Who was that? That was you when you was young, or that was your son? That little youngin looked tough as a motherfucker. Little youngin out there for that. I said that must be Dickie or his son. Melee salute. Ain't nothing, man. Just come out here and kick it with y'all guys. Easy listening and shit. Smoke little couple ones and shit. Couple with y'all and shit. See what y'all up to. Talk shit early Bulldog Sunday. What y'all think about that story on China Man? I know y'all already heard it last month when it hit the airways, but he brought it back. He brought it back. Lockjaw brought it back. It was clearer and everything. You hear everything that was said. Do y'all know who the dude was? He sounded like he was a Latino guy. Well, it might have been a white guy that was talking and stuff to say he was real close to Vinny. The one who act like he knew all this shit about China Man. Do y'all know who that was? He sound believable. He sound believable. And what do y'all think about that whole scenario about Chinaman saying that his brother boy was ready to just get him up out of there in short order. Boy was ready to get him up out of there in short order. And when they looked at both of them, they was like, man, let's see who the best is. And they said boy was ready to get Chinaman up out there in short order. And I think they trying to say Chinaman stopped or whatever. But Chinaman went on to do great things, right? From what was said, the boys once they seen what Chinaman did, they still sold him off to a guy for a nice number, a piece of cash too. Boom. So the boy who got him, he didn't know the truth, so he still thought he had a motherfucking a good one, and it actually ended up being a good one for him. No, didn't show him nothing fucked up, but once he got a whiff of the truth, it left a fucking bad taste in his mouth to where as though he went and hollered back. He went and hollered back. Um, what do y'all think about that? Far as Chinaman the dog himself, what do y'all think about that? Me personally, I say that it's luckily that shit happened like that, else it probably wouldn't have been no Chinaman dogs today. It's luckily that it happened like that. Because if the shit went down like it's supposed to go down, like if a motherfucker didn't sell him Chinaman and they called Chinaman, like if that shit was true, if they just kept it real Bulldog and they wasn't supposed to sell Chinaman, they was supposed to cull him or whatever, right? They was supposed to cull him, right? Going by the shit that the old heads talk about the top notch Bulldogs. So Chinaman, once that happened, Chinaman was supposed to go to the curb pile, but he didn't. He didn't, and we talk about his dogs off of him today. So, is that a black eye in the game? Is that a black eye in the game? What do y'all take that shit as? Or just another lump? Just charge it to the game. Just charge it to the game, man. Charge it to the game. Good things happen behind it. Was the game? Has the game? Did that move right there make the game better, or we worse behind that type of thing? Are we better with the Chinaman dogs now that we know this information? Are the Chinaman's dogs still what they are? Like, does that not change anything? Um, or does some people look at that as, man, that took the game back a little bit? Because look at all the Chinaman shit and everything, how they did them, and they wasn't supposed to do them like that. So them dogs is suspect now. Is y'all thinking that them dogs is suspect now? Do y'all feel a certain type of way? Or nah, I don't think it's going to change the way people feel about China, man. I don't think so. I can understand that dude wanted him wanting what he paid for it, though. I can understand him say, yeah, I want some shit off a boy too. I want all that shit that I was supposed to get off a boy because he paid for that already. But I doubt it would have went down like this though. What if Tom and them say, all right, we'll make you right. Just give us all that China man shit back. We'll make you right, and you can have we'll give you the boy shit. You think he would have traded off like that? Knowing that he was having success with China man like a motherfucker and all that. And then boom, and they said, well, fuck it, just give us all that China man shit back, then give us all that shit back. Do you think he would have gave all that shit back? Like, hey, you could take that shit. Give me what the fuck I was supposed to be getting. Before this shit act up on me, before this shit turned bad for me. Go ahead, take this shit back. Give me what I was supposed to be getting. Do you think it could have went down like that? I got you. I'm gonna look it up. Let me see. 623, 422. And them dogs was brothers. It don't matter though. It really don't even matter though when it come down to it. But Tyson was going hard as shit when he had them motherfucking tigers. I'm just sitting there looking at that shit on the screen. That nigga was crazy as a motherfucker. He out there wrestling with them tigers and shit like that. I see it, homie. I see it. I see it. I see the sloppy Joe. I see that sloppy Joe. That red rover starting to come on my algorithm a lot for some reason. Keep popping in my head. That red rover. That nigga Reno. That nigga Reno. Okay, Red Rover Stompinado, nigga Reno with the Hoffman and the poncho on top. Okay. I like that. I like that shit. I like that shit. Did you want me to forward that on to them peoples as that's who you is or whatever? If that's what you want me to do, like that's what you was thinking about, as far as I'm saying, like what the fuck, like who they is and all that. Is this one of the ones you want me sitting down there to say that's who the fuck you is? You know, if that's the dog you want them to know about, like, I'm just asking. Good looking ass black dog though. That's for damn sure. Look like the females supposed to look that you taking. Look like the females supposed to look that you taking to get bread. You heard me. That bitch look like a fucking male. Look like not just like no any male either. Look like a rough ass male. That bitch look like a rough ass male. You know, when I be seeing them dogs look like that, that's how I know I don't know shit. Cause them dogs, when I see dogs look like that, I automatically think Zebo and shit like that in the face and all that type of shit. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I be like, man, look at Zebo, one of them Zebo Jones. That motherfucker don't got no Zebo in it at all. That's just a bulldog look. That's just a motherfucking bulldog look. Salute that banjo up in that motherfucker. Let me see Iceman's Joe Bob. Let me see what Iceman Joe Bob look like. Iceman's Joe Bob. Who did the best cooking with that niggerino shit in your opinion? Oh, I seen Joe Bob before. I seen that picture of Joe Bob before. I seen that dog before. Champion Iceman's Joe Bob. Who do the best cooking with the niggerino? Uh uh the Mexicans or the Americans? You like the way the niggerino be over Mexico? You like the American niggerino? American the way they cook it up over it. Cook it up over. Who cooked the niggerino up the best? I know I have no problem saluting Wild Size. Lucifer had one of the best dogs that got away. That got away. Somebody got a good dog That bitch looked like a black Labrador Retriever. Was an awesome ass dog though. Awesome ass dog. Nitro. Salute Nitro. Off of Wild Size Lucifer. Some boys went down there and got that dog, paid big money for that dog when he was a puppy and shit. End up giving them to me, just giving it to me on the strength and shit. Some boys paid big money for that puppy. Gave him to me. They was trying to get in the game with some shit. They bought a puppy for the big ticket from one of them big hats or whatever. They went down there and hollered at whoever the fucking had Lucifer in them. And that motherfucking dog, man, that dog looked like a Labrador. Last time I seen him, he looked like a Labrador. But he was an awesome ass dog. Awesome ass dog. I used to hate the way he looked though. A lot of old heads used to love the way he looked though, but I used to hate the way he looked. Salute the blood, salute the thirst. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's a neighbor. That's a neighborhood. That's a good. I feel you. Even if that ain't the one, that's the neighborhood. I got you. Even if that ain't the one, that's the neighborhood. I understand. Have you said what's up, East Bulldog Sunday salute. The hate, the hate in the game. Hold up, let me see. By far us, okay. By far the American Niggerino. More T-Bud Niggerino plus Art, both Art grandsons. So you can ask who breeding the better. Art strains, but you can ask who breeding the better Art strains. But Niggerino wise, I think us, the US, because we had more guys who built around him. Salute that baller. They do have Niggerino blended in, but I feel it's the US by far, and more specifically, my motherfucking family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, Beezy. Yes, sir, I'm talking about Beezy. Yes, sir. It's Bulldog Sunday, goddammit. That's what I'm talking about. Uh Shit, I wish I could remember that Niggerino dog name that I had that was game as a bitch. The one that I bought with duck that was duct tape up, that nigga name was Blackie. That's fucked up. His name was Blackie too. After they trained that motherfucker not to like black people, but he ain't showed none of that he ain't like black people. That motherfucker was on the dogs. He was on the animals once we got to the farm. But Blackie was his name. What was the other damn. I had a red one too that was game as a bitch. Gunner. Joint name Gunner. Joint name was Gunner. His name was Gunner. I don't know if he on online pedigree. Wagner's Gunner. He was from that same white dude that had that axe though. Wagner's Gunner, that was his name. That was a good one. He was game as a bitch. But I was ready to say the hate in Bulldogs is a sign. What's the hate in Bulldogs? When you get hate in this game, usually to me that's a sign that you're doing something good. when somebody got nerve to talk about your shit and all that, when they talking about your shit, good or bad, when they talking about your shit, you doing something. You doing something right. You probably doing some wrong shit too, but you doing something right because somebody else talking about your shit. Somebody else talking about your shit. So it's up to you how you should know if you the one getting hated on in any type of way. But if hate coming your way, it's usually because you're doing something, you're working some type of way. You're working, something's working, something is causing some type of vibe, some type of something. You putting something out there for somebody to say something. Boom, boom. That's all I can say. That's all it be. So I know if it feels fucked up the way it comes, but hate is really closest shit to love. I'm telling you, it's a beautiful ugly joint. One of them things we call the beautiful uglies. Don't let the hate, don't let the hate cur you out. That's what I want. Don't let it cur you out. Don't let it make you make a turn or act shy in any type of way. If anything, rush into that shit. Rush into that motherfucker. Make them hate more. Run through them motherfuckers. That's what I say. To anybody that's getting any hate out there, that's my advice on how you deal with hate. Know that you're doing something. You must be working, so it's something good. And while you're there, check on anything that you might need to adjust for something bad, because you got eyes on you now. They critiqued in your shit. So in all the bullshit that's being said, if it's any truths, if it's any truths, use it as a help out. You know it's true. Like your shit might be boom, 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 but yeah, they coming on a hating way, but they telling the truth. And if it's something that hey, you feel like fixing or you think you should fix, go ahead and fix it. Salute. But make sure you keep on shooting for the stars, though. Make sure you keep on scratching. Yeah, I remember that dog. That nigga Reno jogged my memory back to remember that dog Gunner. Red joint. He ain't have no mouth at all. No mouth at all. NMA. That motherfucker had no mouth at all. Like he had to sign a NDA, non-disclosure agreement. That motherfucker ain't had no mouth at all. He couldn't, but he was game as shit. Salute. Gameness is impressive. Gameness is one of the most impressive thing you can see when you really see it. It's one of the most beautiful uglies that you ever can see. One of the most beautiful uglies you ever can see. It's just like, say some type of way Tyson and Mayweather got the clutching on the streets. Tyson and Mayweather got the clutching on the streets. Some type of way they had the gig, they had some type of party together, and Tyson ended up smacking Mayweather upside his head back. It's like, shut up, Floyd, pop. And Floyd just on natural reflexes, they just start clutching. Bah, 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 bah. Boom. And you seeing this big motherfucker Tyson throwing these knockout blows, trying to tear Floyd ass up, but Floyd is some type of way surviving the onslaught. Surviving the onslaught. But he's ready. Man, you already know it's looking like, man, he ready to kill Floyd. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. But Floyd is looking like motherfucker, fuck you the whole time. He like fuck you the whole time and throwing his too and weaving and throwing his too. Man, it hit different. That hit different. Motherfuckers gonna start cheering for Floyd immediately. Even if Tyson throwing his ass all around the room of woo, man, they cheering like shit for Floyd. They might want to knock Mike Tyson upside his motherfucking head just on the feeling of this little nigga getting it. Boom. That's what game this is to me. That's what game this is to me. That feeling you get when you seeing whatever going on, and the underdog. You know, gameness to me. You know, situations like that, man. When you going up against that big hill, man, that big hill. When you climbing that big hill, and you seeing the work being done, and that motherfucker rolling back down the hill, and he get back up and keep on going back up that hill, and everybody else going up there easy, going up there easy. But you see this one motherfucker struggling like a motherfucker, boom, boom, boom. But he is determined to get up that motherfucking hill. You know, and going up the hill, you seeing motherfuckers go up the hill. So it ain't like you don't know that motherfuckers can make it up the hill. You seeing motherfuckers make it up the hill. Some motherfuckers making it up the hill in stride with no problems at all. But why is you cheering for this motherfucker that be keep going up there and get knocked back down halfway when he get up there, then he just crawl back up again and keep boom, boom, boom. Niggas done already made it to the top. This motherfucker still boom, boom, boom. And boom, he get to the top. It's hit different, man. It hit different. It hit different. It hit different. Shit that it could bring a tear to your eye. It could make your hair raise up. It could bring a tear to your eye. All that shit. Gangster niggas. Make a tear come to a gangster nigga eye. Or make the hair raise up on a gangster nigga. I'm trying to tell you, the gameness. Motherfuckers be more interested when they see that going down than the Jordan shit. The Jordan shit. It's in our nature to cheer for that. It's in our nature, some type of way we know we related to that on the inside. I think the ones who fuck with these dogs think that they're related to gameness some type of way on the inside. I think that's something that attracts us to the dogs, without us even knowing. Some type of way, I think we got a relationship with the gameness side of it. Like we know we the underdogs in a situation. We know we are survivors, and we are the ones that's fighting up against a big motherfucking machine that we wasn't supposed to win. We wasn't supposed to win. Wasn't even supposed to be here. Boom, boom, boom. So it kind of like some shit like that kind of get us touching them. The hands where I'm coming from, the hands that I'm placing on the dogs is feeling that same vibe. You understand? Those my hands that I'm putting on my dogs. I feel like I'm one of them ones too. That salutes the work. Uh when it's another worker beside me, it's just like steel sharpening steel. Uh, you don't want the motherfucker to outwork you. Boom. The work is gonna put fire beneath your ass. Boom. Don't even matter if you know how to do the work. Once you get to the job site, once you see what they doing, you gonna want to get involved. Uh, Worker type shit, man. Roll up your sleeves. Tuck your shit in or untuck your shit. However you get to before you start getting it cracking. Those the hands I be talking about when that should be placed on the dogs. Those the hands. That's all I can get. I don't know what what they do. What don't think they what they do, but hey. I was talking to Cuzzo, y'all. I wasn't talking to y'all. I was talking to Big Sexy. Just got her ass up. Just talking to her. Salute. Who's that just came in? PJ, salute. Salute y'all. Happy Easter to all y'all. Ball, hey, cuz, Baller said scram. He said big sexy scram. She said kiss her ass, Baller. Oh man. What's the hardest? What's the hardest? Y'all don't mind me. Y'all know it's Bulldog Sunday. I'm all over the place. We freestyle. What's the hardest gangster movie y'all seen? What's the hardest gangster movie y'all seen? That come off the top of your mind. What's the hardest one that y'all that go down classic joints? I could pop off. I'm gonna go with the old classic, The Godfather. I'm gonna go with that. We could get that out the way. Some motherfuckers be thinking The Godfather boring and all that. That joint was put together nice though. I like that joint. I put that at the top of the joint. The Godfather series with Corleone in them. The Godfather of Harlem was fire too. With talking about Bumpy and them. That was fire. Uh, Heat was fire with Pesci. I mean, not he had Casino had Pesci in it, right? He was fire too with De Niro and Pacino, but Casino was fire with De Niro and Pesci. That was fire. Hoodlum, yeah, Hoodlum was fire. Scarface fire. Scarface was fire. Tony and them was fire. I ain't go front on Tony and them. Belly was fire. Belly was fire. What about do y'all remember Colors? Colors and American Me. American Me and Colors. Goodfellas, fire. Paid in full was fire. Scarface. Don't Be a Menace. Don't Be a Menace. I forgot about Don't Be a Menace. Yeah. Yeah. Shotters was fire. Shotters was definitely fire. Yes. Shotters was definitely fire. Motherfucking them newer joints was fire too. Joints 50 made. Raising Cane was alright. The Power joints was alright. All them shits was alright. I ain't gonna front. All them was alright. That joint with Franklin and them in there, Franklin and them, that joint was fire. South Central was fire. You was not fronting on that, Wolf. South Central was fire. South Central was with OG Bobby John. Hold up, with damn. Was that the one when they had Youngin still in the car doing something and the dude was like, he got damn. Y'all got me thinking about a lot of shit now. I started thinking about New New Jack City. Y'all niggas like New Jack City. I ain't really fuck with New Jack City. I mean, it was alright, but niggas liked it. They liked it. The nigga Wesley Snipes in that. That nigga was a whole bitch in that shit. Nino Brown was a whole bitch ass niggas, and motherfuckers was naming dogs Nino Brown and naming they self Nino. Nino was a bitch ass nigga, yo. That fucked me up when niggas was cheering. When niggas was when they was celebrating Nino. Like Nino was no good. Nino Brown was no motherfucking good. And the motherfucker held up the kid at the wedding or whatever. Used the kid as a shield and all that shit. Nino was a bullshit. Nino was bullshit, man. But yeah, New Jack City, Shaft. That Shaft with Sam Jackson was alright. when the Puerto Rican boys made the white boys start selling that shit, the Puerto Ricans made the white boys start selling that shit. Hey, the white boy was stressed out. Hey, the white boy was wrecked though. The white boy was wrecked, but they had him in a bad position. They was making that nigga sell some shit. Boom. Man, that shit was wild as a motherfucker. But Franklin and them joint was like that too. That Franklin and I liked Franklin. I forgot the name of that shit though. What's the name of the joint with Franklin and them in there, y'all? I like that shit. That shit with Franklin was fire. Yeah, that joint when they was still in the cars though. I can't remember the name. When Shorty was when the New Jersey niggas was still in the car. When they was still in the cars and shit, that joint was fire too. They had the little youngin. And what was the joint with the youngin that played chess? He played chess with his father. Sam Jackson was his father. He played chess in the park and all the time with his father. Y'all might know that one I'm talking about too. American Gangster was fire. Fresh, yeah, Fresh was fire. Fresh was fire. What's the one when the motherfuckers was still in the cars? The Jersey motherfuckers was still in the cars. They was getting busy up there in that joint too. Damn, what's the name of the fucking that joint? Man, when them niggas was getting that shit from over in American gangs, when them motherfuckers was getting that shit from Vietnam, the Golden Triangle, wherever they was getting that shit from, them niggas had the numbers. Them niggas was getting them niggas was selling to the Italian motherfuckers. They had the prices, they had the numbers with the man, them niggas had the numbers. Salute to them niggas. Them niggas had the numbers. I ain't even gonna front. Them niggas had the numbers. Niggas went and got them numbers, man. So them niggas had cake. Frank, whichever one of those was, whatever one, we only gonna salute the one that wasn't snitching. I don't know which one of them was a snitch, Frank Lucas or Frank Matthews. One of them was snitching like a bitch. I think one of them used to drive for Bumpy. Used to be Bumpy Johnson driver. Cooley High was fire. Salute to the niggas who Cooley High was is that Detroit or Chicago? School me in, ball, and I should know. But is it Cooley High is in Detroit or Chicago? I think that's the is Cooley High Detroit High School or Chicago? Either way, if you peep it, it's niggas that actually went to that school when that movie was made and all that. That know them people. It's little shit on YouTube and then people be doing interviews and shit. Yeah, that was a like that ass movie. Coach East and them. Salute Coach East and them. Spin. What's spin? Wolf. Wolf say spin. New Jersey Drive. That's what it was. That's what it's called. New Jersey Drive. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. Salute. What's the spin joint? I ain't never seen spin. Yeah. Fire movies though. Fire movies. Colors was funny as shit though. If y'all ain't seen Colors, that was crazy. Colors give you lead with different emotions. Them police was crooked as a bitch. Man, them motherfuckers was smoking that motherfucking them sherms out Cali. Remember that dude in the Colors? If you watch Colors, that motherfucker was high as a bitch. That motherfucker was had that bunny. Remember he went off on the trip. He was high as a bitch. Had that bunny rabbit in there, fucking that bunny rabbit. that stuffed bunny rabbit. Nah, Oz was fire too. You remember Oz though, baller? Do you remember Oz? You remember Oz was vicious as a bitch. And I can't forget The Wire. We can't forget The Wire. Wire broke records. The Wire broke records. Y'all know The Wire broke motherfucking records. They banned that bitch. They didn't even let that bitch back on. They was talking too much. They was exposing too much shit on The Wire. The Wire was hitting different like shit. The Wire had everybody across the country geeking. Man, that's why I never hit that horseshoe joint, man. When they made that horseshoe joint, I was like, man, that's a whole setup. Okay, that was Chicago. All right, PJ. That was like a whole setup, man. People go to that motherfucker, and it's right downtown and shit, but that shit right by the highway. I mean, right by the road. Like, that shit is just like crazy. I never went there. Then, they had the police, they had the niggas that was the off-duty police officers doing security up that junk. And they was following motherfuckers home, hitting motherfuckers. Hitting motherfuckers that won big. When they went big, they come in that bitch kicking a nigga door and all that type shit. The police, though, them niggas got locked up for that shit and everything. Cause one of them, a couple people that the shit got happened to, like, they done hit a couple motherfuckers and them motherfuckers had drugs and all that shit in there, whatever. So they played the whole shit, out. So the people was, the people start complaining like, hold up, motherfucker just kicked in, robbed this, or some old other shit, police shit. So they end up getting them bitches though. He said, hell yeah, they had a whole a whole ass robbery crew. Yeah. Motherfuckers in there, they playing both sides of the fence for real. Watching your ass, make like they security, watching your ass hit big. You can hit big if you want to while they watching your ass. Shit, they coming where you at. Man, shit crazy. Salute, quit. Training Day was fire. Denzel, I don't know if he won the award in that movie. He was like the evilest motherfucker in that movie, yo. He was like the evilest motherfucker in that movie, yo. Man, he did so many dirty things in that motherfucking movie, boy. You remember when he went in there with the old white dude that he was cool with for years? The white dude looked like he wasn't doing nothing. That motherfucker, the old white dude that was ready to retire, he had made so much money, he had been stacking his money up for years, burning his money underneath the floors in his house and shit. And he was ready to retire. Denzel knew he had all that cake though. He knew Denzel was police, I think, but him and Denzel was cool as a bitch. But Denzel backdoored that nigga something crazy. That man, Denzel did that white boy dirty as a bitch. That white boy was ready to retire and everything. That white boy had all that money underneath the floorboards. Denzel busted that man right before his retirement. That petty motherfucker. That white dude was thorough as shit though. Whatever he was doing, he had his shit right. Only fuck ups he was doing, he was cool with Denzel ass. That was the only shit that fucked him up. Top Shelf, salute Top Shelf. Top Shelf said Extreme Prejudice, 1987, fire. I ain't never seen Extreme Prejudice. He said fire, 1987. Waist Deep was with Tyrese, and then Waist Deep had the bald head nigga in there, right? Tyrese, right? They kidnapped his son, I think, right? They took his son. He said that's a Western toy, yo. What's a Western? What you talking about? What I'm talking about? You said that's a Western. A Western. What I'm talking about? He said that's a Western. When I said what? What I was talking about? You say it's a Western. He said that's a Western toy, yo. A Western? When what? What the fuck is you talking about? Alonzo knew the white boy was the plug. Yeah, the white boy was like that. The white boy was like that, man. I felt fucked up that Denzel did that to that white boy, man. White boy had that cake. White boy had his thing going on right. Mr. Williams, salute. Any maintenance needed in the project? Shit, it's always something to do. It's always something to do in the project. Somebody, it's always some maintenance around this motherfucker. So the maintenance man in the projects, they'll always try and fuck one of them single women and shit. That's what they be creeping around, making like they try and fix shit all the time. They try and fuck them people. Fuck the maintenance man always in the projects. Trying to fuck something. That's what they be doing. But I looked at Joe Blow. I like the eyes, the bloodshot red, and Aspen, Colorado. I think what was the other joint? I checked out a couple of them at Joe Blow. I seen them. The eyes, bloodshot red. I liked that one. And it was another one, Colorado, maybe Aspen Nights or some shit like that. Nigga had the BMW out that bitch in the snow. That joint was fire. oh, you said Extreme Prejudice. Top Shelf brought that in here. 1987 Joe. He the one said Extreme Prejudice. I'm gonna check it out though. He said that's a western toy, yo. Hey, the westerns be fire too. We can go there. The westerns be fire too. All the way, I don't know, y'all niggas, young niggas, y'all might not see like Fistful of Dollars, Hang 'em High. Is it Hang 'em High? Yeah, Hang 'em High, Fistful of Dollars, A Few Dollars More, High Noon, Tombstone, Dodge City, you know, the Westerns was fire too. Clint Eastwood and them, Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood, different other motherfuckers. You know, you got your Doc Hollidays. Never really could get with John Wayne, even though John Wayne, them boy, you know, you'll see your old heads looking at the Westerns and shit. They love the Westerns. The Westerns, they get the clutching. In the Westerns, you're gonna see a motherfucker get punched in their mouth and get shot. In the Westerns. Early, a motherfucker gonna get the clutching, gonna knock a nigga out and might smack a nigga with the pistol and shoot a nigga and punch you in your mouth. They do all that. And the Indians might scalp your ass. It was serious on the Westerns. Them bitches was hard. Them bitches, that's hard when you go to a nigga, both y'all got the guns on y'all waist and y'all faced off and it's time to boogie. It's time to boogie. Hey, that's hard, man. That's hard shit. Just like one of the presidents, I think it was Andrew Jackson or one of the presidents we had, that motherfucker used to duel with niggas. I think he got shot a couple times. He used to take niggas out back. He might have did it out back the White House. If y'all look at the history, it was one of them presidents. He was known for dueling motherfuckers. When they get the beefing and shit, let's go ahead, let's get it cracked. And motherfuckers would do that back to back and take a couple paces and turn around and bang. Niggas was settling that shit like that. If y'all look at some of the history, it was one of them presidents that he got shot a couple times doing that shit because he used to do that shit like, fuck it, let's do it. You disrespecting me, let's go get it in. Let's go ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Ain't too many niggas doing that nowadays. Nowadays, you try and get the drop on a nigga, you spinning on a nigga, or whatever, all that type shit. Ain't no more nigga, what's up? Face to face, the niggas, both of y'all strapped, let's get it cracking, boom, boom. Ain't that shit was a different level of shit. You see a motherfucker crowd real quick. Motherfucker be like, man, come on, let's go out back. Boom. Get your shit. You got your shit right. Let's go out back. You got your shit. J-Bo said, yeah, it's a Western. That extreme prejudice is a Western, but it ain't about no damn cows and horses. Y'all hear what he said. That shit ain't about no cows and horses. Shit, I might gotta check that out. Extreme prejudice. I ain't even think it was a Western. The extreme prejudice, I ain't even gonna lie. It made me think of police, racial police. That's what I was thinking. Oh, some police fucking some niggas up. But that's what I was thinking when it came with extreme prejudice. I ain't think it was no Western. Sneaky, salute Sneak. I don't know where Big Tony at. He ain't in here today. Hold on, y'all. I got a Bulldog question for y'all real quick. Anybody that want to answer? Hold up, somebody got one for me. Big Hill, you ever watch the show Ozarks? Fire. Ozarks is fucking fire. The white boy, I watched that shit. That shit so fire. I know the white boy name, Jason Bateman, I think his name is. Jason Bateman. Yeah, Ozark is fire. That shit so fire. I know the white boy name, Jason Bateman. Man, them motherfuckers was in stressful situations, wasn't they, Mr. Williams? Him, his wife, the kids. Them motherfuckers was in stressful situations. That shit had a surprise for you. Every fucking show had a surprise for you. That old white lady was mean as a motherfucker. That old white lady ended up killing her husband. That old white lady and her husband, they was sirs. They was sirs. Man, that movie, that show, that series was fire. That series was fire. Yeah, that Ozark shit was like that. Man, that shit fire. If y'all niggas ain't peep the Ozarks out, y'all need to peep the Ozark shit. That shit fire. The lawyer lady was, man, everybody in that motherfucker was sirs, man. Everybody in there was sirs. It's another one, Mr. Williams. I don't know if you seen, that's fire too. Fire called Banshee. It got the little mixture of the Quakers in there. It's entertaining and it's serious too. It's serious. It's you if you stick with it, it's fire like a motherfucker though. Got the Quakers from the Quakers view of shit. Got little Quakers in there getting the money and shit like that. Sirs, hard shit. Quakers had dogs and shit too. I ain't know that. Like the Quakers had dogs and all. The Quakers got shit too, y'all. The Quakers got shit too. The Quakers got dogs and good. Baldwin, I don't know if you've been down to over down in Annapolis, but you know the Amish market is fire. The food that the Quakers had and the Amish people, I don't know why I'm calling the Quakers. I think the Quakers and the Amish is different, but they be, it's the same type of thing, but it's differences, I guess. I just call them Quakers. But the Amish market, man, that food be good as a motherfucker. Yeah, you gotta check that out, Mr. Williams. You gotta check Banshee out. They had some hardcore scenes in that bitch. Salute the workers, salute the workers. Happy Easter Sunday. That's what they said. They said all that. And like brother Nonstop said, health, health, salute the health, health, salute to your health, and all that shit. Hey, that was my Bulldog question. When can you be blamed for what the dog doing? When do you take the blame for something the dog did? Let me make it more, see if I can make it better than that. When is it a time for you to take accountability for the dog's performance? When is it when do things fall on you to be accountable for that dog's fuck ups? Not and the good shit too. When does it? Do y'all know when y'all play a part? Do y'all know when y'all play a part in the fuck ups and the success? Do you know is it noticeable to you your part that you played in the success or the failures of that dog? If so, can you share any of those things that might come across your mind when your hands was in the success of your dog, or when your hands was all the mix of that motherfucker failure? Like a lot of times it might be just in your conditioning your dog for a weight pull contest or some type of competition show. You might have fucked up during your conditioning process. That's one that happens a lot to people. They can kind of see where they might have fucked up, or where they were successful in the keep, in the actual putting one together for a competition. That's where you might find your accountability. Or one might find their accountability in the actual show. However you supposed to perform in the ring, like historically speaking, or even at the confirmation shows, anything that you have to be involved with your dog, and it might be that you failed in the handling of your dog. It might be the traveling aspect, not knowing the right weight. Yeah, that's a good one. Not knowing the right weight, not knowing the right weight, having no idea how to find the right weight. To this day, that thing right there, so sirs, to this day, Top Shelf, I guarantee you, Top Shelf, to this day, when you think about it, that thing you just threw out there, the weights, that shit so serious. To this day, I bet you still can have argument or questions to one of your old KPs or friends over a weight of a dog, that somebody will say, man, that motherfucker should have been at Bloom, and you saying, nah, it should have been this or whatever. People not agreeing on the weight of the dog at hand. Somebody's somebody's weight be way different than the others. Both of y'all might be wrong. Yeah, that weight thing is serious. That weight thing is a serious one. And when you talk about the weight thing, you might as well go ahead and talk about the feeding, because that's controlling the weight. So you might as well talk about the feeding too, because you fucking up doing the feeding and all that. The shit, the shit, the dog shit telling you that you fucking up. The dogs, when he relieving himself, the defecation is the shit, the turds is letting you know that you fucking all the way up. Some people don't even know that part. That the turds will tell you that you fucking up. The turds will tell you to fucking up. But that's a good thing if the turds is telling you something. Cause some of it's fucked up when the turds look right and you still ain't right. So it ain't the turds, it's something else ain't right. So you still kind of cool if the turds is telling you, if the turds is still telling you, you're still able to read the turds and adjust accordingly off your dog's turds, then you still all right. You still all right. Do your adjusting. The stool. The stool. The stool could be runny, stool could be bloody, stool different color. The color could make you be like, oh, different stuff. Overwork. That's another one. Overworking is another one. Salute that. That's another one. That's another one. Your dog, you did too much. You did too much. Now it's showtime. Your dog stale as a motherfucker. They call it stale. You know, your dog stale, sour. Your dog it's past the point of when it was pop. You passed your peak. Some people call it the peak. You've been past your peak. Now that motherfucker's he on the down slope. He on the down slope. You feel me? And just me, I don't know about you, Top Shelf, but me putting one together, I never got to see. You know how people be saying the peak and how long the peak lasts, and you want to be able to bring him in at the peak of his shit and all that. I never even got them times down. If I do, I don't know them to identify them. All I know is that motherfucker when it's ready, and I don't know. I haven't seen them. Let me see. I ain't see when they fell off. When they fell off, and put it like this, I was lucky enough to not have to put one in there in a competition and see that the shit is fell off, like it ain't there no more. My shit be there. My shit, once I get it there, be there. Like I hear people say like it's only there for a little bit of time, like and they got it down to the hours that it'll be there, like that top optimum level will be there. I more look at it a broader thing. I get it to that optimum level, and shit. Far as I know, once I get them there, it's there. It's there till that mother till it's gone. I ain't seen when it's gone. It's got used. I ain't see when it's like I ain't see it just go dissipate, like just dissipate. Just dissipate for fall off and dissipate, and I lost it. But I'm at the party and I actually lost what I created. Once I create that shit, once I create that Joker, shit, I think I'm going. I think my shit did more than some hours and shit. But I'm sure I'm wrong because them boys that got it down to the hour and shit, they seem like they know way more than me. But shit, I mean, and I actually had times when I did things and the people you know, a motherfucker pay you forfeit or whatever, historically speaking, to pay you forfeit, but then they double back on you and you can't, you know, all you did was walk the dog, but he still had it in him. And it'd be like 2, 3 weeks after, but he still had him in him, and I just walk him, just kept walking him. No work, no more work, just walk, just all walking. Cause they didn't show up. Boom, boom. They ain't show up and they might show up again. So boom, you just walking them. I ain't even put them on no machines no more. And niggas still there. It's still there. It's still there. So I really wasn't able to identify certain peaks and shit like that. Let me see. Husbandry is definitely on the owner. Salute. Who's this? PJ. Basically keeping your dogs in good health. Salute that, PJ. Toyo, how you go about your feeding? Daily. I switch my dog's food like every 2, 3 bags. Hell, we don't eat the same shit every day. Just my opinion. Nah, with my dogs, I'm more. They shit don't really change that much. They baseline is gonna be a certain kibble that I use, and I've used that for years. 30-20. I used that for years. 30-20 is my ratios, my numbers. Puppies and all get that. I ain't tripping. And brown rice. These is the baselines. Brown rice and some type of vegetable. Kibble, some brown rice, some type of vegetable. If I don't got brown rice, I'm going to keep brown rice on deck or I'm going on my way to get it. But emergencies, I'll use noodles, wheat noodles and stuff like that. These is the baseline. They're going to get fed that every dinner time. Boom. Now, it's going to be other stuff in there too. Like it might be, might got some leftover meat around or some stuff like that or whatever leftover that's good for them, I'll throw in there on top of that. But every day for us, they definitely could look forward to some good kibble, the rice and the vegetables might change, string beans, spinach sometimes, different things like that. But I understand where you're coming from. The more variety you could do for the dogs, definitely. The more variety is probably you probably get benefits out that. But nah, I'm more consistent with my feed. I don't change up the feed. Now the meats I use when my daily feed is different than a package that I'm using when if I'm doing some type of competition or something. But the baseline still gonna be there. I'm gonna transfer that baseline still, the kibble, the rice, and the greens, and I just add in extra stuff for the competition shit. Salute, Mr. Williams. I'm scared. I'm scared of a whole lot of social media, but I'm out here now, growing with y'all, and I have been advised on different things to shoot for the stars. They say shoot for the stars, and people have gave me advice on things like that. It's just about me tapping in because I'm really kind of really kind of private ass person like a motherfucker. And once you out here for the people. You feel me? So I'm out here for the workers right now, and and y'all see I'm a work in progress with this shit. But salute, Mr. Williams. Salute. I take that as a positive compliment, and salute to you, Mr. Williams. Killer. And if I was on TikTok, shit, you must be saying the workers should be on TikTok because you can see the workers on TikTok because that's where I'm coming with the workers off of that motherfucker. Wherever I go, the workers gonna be there. So Is they ready for the workers over that motherfucker? We gonna be saluting the work over that bitch. Ah. What you doing? What you doing? I went and seen one of my I went over my brother house earlier this morning and got to see one of the dogs one of the litters I did. That Zilla dog, man, that motherfucker look good as a bitch. That Zilla dog, that chocolate red nose jump, that motherfucker look good. They be saying the sister look good. I got the sister over here, like little Lala. She little miniature of what a little miniature Zilla. They both the same. They two little chocolate jumps. But shit, that motherfucker over there look good. How y'all feel about pinching the skin? Do y'all do that? What's the gauging? What's that gauging to y'all? I did that today when I was over there looking at his dog. Yeah, I do that. I do that sometimes just to check the snapback action. See usually I do that to see like if a dog look wormy or something. Wormy, you could tell that. You could tell how dry the dog is when you pull up the back of their skin and how long it take to snap back. All mine, all mine is snapping back like rubber bands. Some people don't like it like that. Some people, but it depends on if you're in going in a competition, you might want it a little different. But all mine is on a snapback action. Boom. Keep in mind like that. Keep in mind snapping back like rubber band. Tight. Whop, pull it up and it go right back. That's how mine is. Anything else? Anything else? I'm looking in the eyes. The eyes might be a little red. It's time for some worm medicine. It shouldn't be because I'll keep my schedule 30 days, so I keep them wormed out. So it's no reason my shit shouldn't be snapping back. But it could be reasons why y'all might not be giving them enough water. They could be a little dry. Y'all not giving them enough water, so the shit will start going down slow. When you pull it up, it'll go down slower. They dry. They need more hydration. I learned you could do different tests like that. The same type of test like that, you could press on the gums, on your gums of your dog's mouth. If they not pink, they should be pink. And when you press on them, the color, like the color disappear and it should come right back. That's the snapback of the color. You should press like you could press on your dog's gums, and as soon as you move your finger, the color should come right back. If it stays pale or something like that, slow for the color get back, it's the same type of thing. Something ain't right. Some type of levels ain't right. The gums, the eyes, the skin tests, different things like that. Them ear mites bother the fuck out your dog too. You think that shit is irritating the shit to your dogs, and it could come out of nowhere too. It could be just one dog having it like that, right next to other dogs that don't got it. But this other dog shaking his head like a motherfucker all the time. It's shit up in there. Shit up in there. And that shit be irritating like fuck to a dog. Like really irritating to a dog when they can't get to that shit and it's up in there fucking with them. Yeah. So that ear shit, y'all clean them ears out real good too. Hasn't happened to me often, but at times it did. I jump right on it. Jump right on that ear shit. You want to jump right on that ear shit. Especially you niggas that got your dogs outside around it's an insect infested area. You know, you just can't help it because you're in the country or whatever. Like that shit happens a lot. That shit go up in some of them dogs' ears and shit. Some of them don't have a problem with it, some type of way, but some of them be having serious problems with that shit. And it's very irritating. I want to express on that how irritating that is to a dog. Some people might think it's just a light thing. No, jump on that ear shit immediately. Jump on the ear shit immediately. You want to take care. You want to make things that the dog can't take care of himself. You want to address that shit immediately. Like things that he can't scratch or he can't get to. Shit like that. That's why you gotta be careful with what you feeding them dogs, as far as bones and shit, because it's something about them. It's harder for them when they choking than it is for a human being when they choking on something. It's harder for a dog choking on something than when a human being is choking on something. If that's the best way I could tell you, it's harder for when they got shit lodged in they shit. It's harder for them. It could kill them just like it could kill you too, but it's harder on them. So something like a chicken bone or something like that they tell you just give them the raw shit. Be safer with the raw. Yeah, and I know some of y'all been feeding bones to y'all dogs for years. It don't even matter. Just throw the bone on over there. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, for years and you had no problem. But yeah, you don't know how serious it is till it happened. So it is some truth in that. Watch out for the bones. Rodriguez, J. Rodriguez, J. Rod, J. Rodriguez, the black one. That's on Toyo Bulldog screen right now. That's what you call the niggerino dog. I call it a niggerino dog. I call that a niggerino dog. Y'all look up Rodriguez, the black one. That's a niggerino dog. That's all I gotta say about that. That's a niggerino dog. A female. Rodriguez, Mr. Rodriguez. Top shelf. Y'all ain't say nothing about that dude, Mr. Como. Como, I think his name Como. Y'all ain't say nothing about him. Them Como though. Them Como. Who's the Como dude? If you still in here, top shelf. The Como. The dude Cormeuax or something like that. Como. The Como dude. Who's the Como dude? Fly by night dude, or he was dead? Como. Como was dead, or fly by night? Fly by night. Fly by night had. You know, or was he one of them ones? He was there, Mr. Como. I think he got something to do with them rags dogs that you be talking about. Como rags, raghead, and all that shit. I don't know. Ain't nobody saying nothing in the chat in a minute. I don't know if it's froze up or not. Let me try to refresh it. Oh yeah, it was frozen. My fault. My fault, y'all. It was frozen on me. I just refreshed it though. Yeah, quick. I used it to check hydration levels. Like Toyo said, I personally want to see it snap right back. The APP community has helped the APT and I give it back. Salute that, Mr. Williams. Salute that. Yes, about ear mites. I like that snapback too. TSC got something for mites. Tractor Supply, yeah, they got something. They got something. I used this in the I used that liquid shit. You just squeeze it in the ear. The eardrops, yeah, the eardrops. Yep, the eardrops. Do that shit and they be all right. It worked when I used it. Salute, Mr. Williams. When you handle the ear mics, that's also on the owner. Salute that. I heard something on one of the channels. One of the channels. Uh, I can't put a name to her who I heard it from. I heard it on one of the channels, yo. They was talking about uh it might have been Triple M or one of them. Somebody was talking about they made something. I think it was Triple M, matter of fact. He said when he was going to school, college or some shit, when he was going to college, he had a friend that was working on some shit, and they had some shit that wears though it'll keep the blood flowing. Like so, when you get tired, you wouldn't get tired as easy when you swimming or anything like that. He was saying some shit like that. It kept the blood flowing. It was some shit that he was talking about, and it just made a motherfucker just think about how the levels of somebody would the research somebody would actually do and get into to bring their dog to a top optimum level, you know what I mean? And the resources they got. Like you got your college guys that they might be into these dogs and they asking questions and talking to people in the sports medicine field and shit like that to give their dog an edge some type of way or find some type of way for them to give their dog an edge some type of way. And I still salute the work on that because that owner is actually doing some research and trying to find things to improve his dog's performance or the health on his dogs or the longevity of his dog's life by actually doing research and trying to take that's what you call trying to move the breed further when you actually breaking shit down and trying to find out the reasons for doing things with the dogs to improve or enhance the dog. You're actually doing homework and studying something and asking questions and transferring things from one arena to the other arena to see if it worked. Like guys, salute the guys that look at the dogs that do that what's that competition the dog sledding dogs do? Whatever they call that. The people in the pit bull world have found out it's not new now. The people will look over there to find conditioning tips out from those guys that do those competitions with the sled dogs, because those dogs have to be in so much of a shape, and the rigorous things that those working dogs go through. People try to use some of the things that them guys used on their dogs. So things like that is still work, still saluting the work, still trying to add to your package. I asked him about that at South Bottom. It's a supplement he make. Okay, quick. So it was Triple M. I don't know about the red dog numbers, but the dog numbers on the whole is probably ugly as a motherfucker. Just keeping it real. I don't know about the red dog numbers because they be acting like they smiling like a motherfucker and they be talking so much shit. But the black dog numbers is a beautiful, ugly thing. The numbers probably, yeah, you probably got it. The curb power probably be big as a motherfucker, or the ones that don't make it probably be big as a motherfucker. But the ones that do, boy, the ones that do, we salute the ones that do, right? Boom, boom, boom. The curb power is the work too. We just making the pile. Ooh, but to get to the ones who is the truth. So yeah, salute. The numbers the numbers be ugly. The numbers be ugly, but on a whole, because some people got good numbers. It's pockets of numbers with it's pockets of people with good numbers, but as a whole, I'm just talking about the black numbers. It's a beautiful ugly. I would think it's the same with the red too, though. They just be acting like it's different. They just be acting like it's different. I would think it's the same with the red too, but I ain't been concentrating enough on them reds. The reds I get usually are the boys with the reds that I used to get or try to inquire to get. The boys already did all the filtering with them, so I'm gonna get a good red. But don't I do my own filtering with the black? I did my own filtering with the black though, so I don't know. That's why I don't know the red numbers like that. I get the red after they come out. It's something. It's a secret in them white dogs too, gentlemen. I don't. I don't know how to tell you about it. I smelt it for years. It's a secret in them too. I don't know how to tell you about it though. But the ones who got the white on lock, who got the white doors on lock, they know the secret of the white what I'm talking about. They know what I'm talking about, and that's why they got white dogs. It's a reason why they got. It's a reason when you see a yard with all white dogs, and it's a good yard. It's a reason why that coat is white, and it means something too. Not just that it's a white coat, it actually means something. With the stigma of the white dogs got a worse stigma than the black dogs, far as they numbers. Far as they numbers, the white dogs, the people carry their numbers the most. I ain't even gonna front carry they say them motherfuckers. The motherfuckers don't like fucking with the white dogs. I ain't even gonna front. So when you see a yard full of white dogs, it's a statement. It's a statement, especially if they claiming to be game dogs. It's a statement they making. They are there, gentlemen. They are there. People think the white dogs ain't there. They are there, gentlemen. Do not forget about the white dogs. They are there. They are there. And they have their own fanciers They have their own fanatics that'll go hard for them, just like you. You might not have ran across them yet, but once you run across them, you know they got some crazy fanatics that's all white dogs. Nothing but the white dogs. That's what they are, the white dogs. The history of the white dogs and what they be on the white dogs, just like the Reds and all that too. I'm telling you. PJ said the red and black Kerr Powell the same. Salute that. Salute that. That's what I say too, PJ. But I let the boys that fuck with the red tell me about their numbers. I ain't gonna sit there act like I know they numbers like that. I know the black numbers that people be laughing at. I understand. The numbers is a beautiful, ugly thing. I don't know about the red numbers like that. But I kind of believe what you saying, PJ. They're the same. The red and the black numbers and the Kerr Powell's the same. Salute. Big Tony, salute. Yeah, you leave him a little elbow, little Kurt. That's you do that when you get older. You do that when you get up in these ages, Tony. Even when you know some shit, you just do the gentleman shit, bulldog gentleman shit. You let them tell the truth. You ain't gotta be squealing wheels on a motherfucker. You go ahead and let them tell their story. Tell their story. So yeah. You notice that part, Tony. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Well, you do be noticing shit, Tony. You do notice shit. I got Bruce's Levi up on the screen now. That motherfucker look good too. Bruce's Levi. That's the Chinaman on top of the niggerino. That's that Brooks Ninja on top of the niggerino shit. Brooks Ninja on top of Towson's niggerino bitch. That's a good looking dog, that Bruce's Levi. Bruce Levi, good looking dog. It's raining around here. It's raining around here now, Tony. I think you said it was raining around Yahweh yesterday. It's raining around here right now. Ain't nothing wrong with the rain. When you smoke it all, Tony, you roll it out. Oh, I already know you dip it out that. You dip it out that PR, that PR. You dip it out the PR bag, the purple ribbon bag. Salute. Who's the other toughie they be talking about, y'all? Would it? Is it another toughie besides the long toughie that they be talking about? Is it another toughie that they be talking about besides the long toughie? It's another toughie. I think it's a toughie that been being talked about lately, been in conversations lately. What toughie is that? I don't think that's the Long's toughie. or is it the Long's Tuffy? Is it the Long's Tuffy they be talking about, or is it another Tuffy they be talking about? I know the Long's Tuffy threw some dogs, so maybe that is who they talking about, but maybe it's another tough. Super fresh, salute. Yeah, out the three dog foods that when I started, when I said fuck that, I'ma feed my dogs the best shit. It was Pro Plan, Ukanuba, or Science Diet. Those was the three choices I was uh uh back when I was making a decision. It was Science Diet, Ukanuba, and Pro Plan, right? It was another one too, maybe Blue Buffalo or something. It was another one that was top shit too. But I went with the Pro Plan 30/20 and stayed with that for years. Pro Plan, just in case anybody want to know the brand and shit. The 30/20 Pro Plan jump. And I chose that. I liked it the way that made my dogs look, the coat and everything it did for the dogs, and it didn't take a long time either to start seeing the difference compared to the other ones. The other ones did kind of the same, but actually took a little longer. Science Diet took a little longer. Ukanuba uh did it's gonna change your shit up fast, but Ukanuba is good as a motherfucker too, but it's put it like this, okay, Ukanuba gonna make them bitches heavy, fast, heavier, fast. So you gotta be careful how much Ukanuba you feed. Science Diet is not gonna make them heavier, fast. It's not gonna sit on them and make them heavier, fast, but it's gonna make them bitches, all of them gonna make them look good as a bitch, health-wise, healthy as a bitch. But far as it hitting their system and actually starting to do something for you, Pro Plan worked fast for me. Ukanuba worked fast, but it was making them heavy, so you had to do some adjusting. And Science Diet took a little longer to get for you to see the effects you wanted. So I went with the Pro Plan. I didn't actually stay with the other ones like a year or nothing like that. I just went on some fast results and I went with the Ukanuba. But all the results was like in months' time. You could see the little differences and shit. At least in my dogs. The Ukanuba, the pebbles was kind of bigger than all of them, I think. Science Diet was the smallest pebbles, but I'm sure you could get the pebbles different sizes. But the 30/20 joints on each one of them. Science Diet, they didn't even have a 30/20. They had something comparable, but Ukanuba actually had a 30/20, but the chunks was big as a bitch. The chunks big as a bitch. But you could break that shit down too, all that. Now I'm in the city, ready to eat, waiting on them to get out of church. It's Easter. Might be 3 hours now. How black folks do Easter. Yeah. Gorilla Glue. Okay, you on the Gorilla Glue today. Okay, you chilling. You chilling on that motherfucking GG. You chilling on the GG. when you look at a good looking uh good looking Boudreaux dog, heavy Boudreaux all up in there and all that, and look like the shit that Eli shit, like structure and black dog and all the shit that Eli bring up, you know, that J Carver's Night Train. Washburn, whoever Washburn is, Washburn bread, Black Velvet to Eli Jr. That J Carver's Night Train dog is a good looking black fucking dog. That's a good looking, Eli, black Eli dog, man. That J Carver's Night Train, bro. Just looking at that dog up on the joint, that's a good looking black Eli dog. And you can see the Eli, like I was looking at that Akuma dog Mr. Gardner had on his screen recently, the Akuma dog, and what he was saying about Akuma. And I'm looking at this dog right here. Akuma got that same face, So that blood strong as a motherfucker going through there. Akuma got that same face right there as that J Carver's Night Train. That's just in my opinion. If y'all look it up. Got that same face, that same head shape Akuma did. When I was seeing Akuma today or yesterday. It costs money, man. It costs money to keep that shit like that and get in touch with the right dogs and the right people and be able to get those breedings done to have that consistency. That's not an easy task. You can't do that yourself. You gotta have resources to be able to touch with the right people find the right people that got those dogs, the same shit to that you need, and they gotta be willing to be able to do business with you. So that's work too over there with them guys that do that shit. Cause the workers usually the workers only thing consistent that a worker looking for is the work. So it don't matter what the dog's looking like when it come to working dogs and working hands when we at the job. The consistency we looking in is completing the task, completing the work. So we'll take almost any motherfucking thing that's completing work. Just keeping it real. So those breeder guys is the ones that's looking at that other shit, like these other consistencies that we seeing, like the head shapes, the body styles, and all that type shit. And that shit gotta mean something as far as the breeders guys. It got those variables that's changing up them body shapes and them colors and all that, and which ones you picking for consistency and why. And once you know it's throwing, all those is questions that the workers don't even be. A lot of the workers ain't even got time to be investing in that, investing in those questions. That's why the workers will never really probably be top notch breeders, because they don't have the time to invest in just breeding because the breeding is going to take more than just work the those that the workers looking for. I think some type of way to keep them type of workers around, you got to know what type of bullshit to fuck with, and that's the shit that the workers don't fuck with, and that's the type of shit that the breeders know to keep around. Whatever this shit is that's not going to, the workers is not going to be keeping around or whatever for whatever reasons, those are the things that's probably separating them from being breeders. That's gonna keep the workers having to go to a breeder for something. For something. Just my opinion. because you're getting specified in your task, and your family of dogs are becoming specified for that task. You're gonna be, and you have boxed yourself in a corner. I mean, box yourself into. You have put yourself in a box, which is cool if you cool with being there, but you're gonna need something every now then. You feel me? So that's why it's always gonna be need for a breeder to be keeping that, doing the things that he do. And almost get to a point to, it's a question that sometimes the worker might not ask, or sometimes they be nosy and wanting to ask a breeder. But I think a worker be like, man, I don't even want to know what you did to get it, to make it like that. Some workers might be scared of the real answer. They might not even inquire that because they don't want to hear what the fuck really what it is. If you understand what I'm saying. So, and they know that before they come get it, so they not even gonna ask because they don't even want to know. But they know it's something that they didn't did, so they know it's something that they didn't do. And it gotta be something that got to do with not the non-working aspect of it to get a working thing. The non-working things that you need to get a working thing, consistent working thing. That's a thing that a worker don't want to believe, that has to be up in there. That's the thing that the worker would think that doesn't have to be in there, and they would, when they breed, they not gonna put that up in there, and that's the box they create for themselves, and that be separating them from the breeders and shit like that. Some might call it a little cur. Some might call it a little cold. Some might call it something else. It might be anything. Whatever the missing piece is, the breeder gonna have it there. The worker might not have it on his yard. And that little beautiful ugly is the thing that keeps them separated. And the workers don't mind. The workers say they can have that shit. They can have that shit. That's what they stand on. The fact they let the breeder have that shit. He doing that shit. Fuck that shit. Boom, boom, boom. And the breeders don't mind having that. And that little part that I'm talking about, like I said, you might call it a cur dog. You might call it some cold dog. You might call it any. It might be anything. Whatever it might, whatever. A Labrador, a coon hound, a Tosa. It might be anything they throwing up in there. Anything. The cookers, the Bulldog cookers. The Bulldog cookers. Don't y'all sleep on them cookers. And don't think they got some shit that we don't know. Don't don't think y'all they let us see what they want us to see. You heard Tom say the Patterdale and shit start coming out on his yard. He starts saying, yeah, the shit they putting in there start coming out on my yard. When it's getting to me the way I'm breeding, it's starting to come out. I'm starting to see what they was putting up in there, putting up in the trunk. Boom. Hey. Hey, it was coming out enough to where as though it was coming out enough to where as though he even identified it. He called it the Patterdale. He identified it. So you know it was coming out. It was coming out, and they had to identify it, and they identified it towards the Patterdale. So imagine what else up in there. What else up in there? I seen the funniest dog I ever seen was a pure red boy dog down in North Carolina. That joint looked like a collie. The hair was long as a motherfucker. It was all red. The hair was long. The tail was furry. Fat, fat. And that motherfucker was the craziest thing on the yard, making the most noise on the yard. The ugliest motherfucker on the yard. And I ain't even know it was a pit bull till I asked what the fuck was that, because the motherfucker was making so much motherfucking noise. I thought it was like you know, somebody grandmother's dog out that bitch or something, you know what I mean, that they chained up or some shit. I don't know. Man, I asked what that junk was. They said, shit, that's a pure red boy dog. They said, that's a pure red boy dog that'll eat your whole face off. When they told me that shit, I was young as a motherfucker. I ain't believe him. I thought they was joking like a motherfucker. That motherfucker did not look like no pit bull. That motherfucker was just wild acting and looked like somebody's mutt they had on a chain. So I'm trying to tell you, the cookers got secrets, man. And when that shit be pure, that shit be looking like different. I'm telling you, when that shit be pure and the motherfuckers compress that shit start looking to the wild side. Motherfucker tell you some shit. That's a pure. That motherfucker said that's a pure red boy dog. They said that shit with their chests out. Like, watch how you talk about that motherfucker over there that you talking about, whatever. Now that I'm older and shit like that, and think back on that shit, that probably was their game plug. That probably was their game plug. It was no reason. I don't know what reason that motherfucker was on the yard. But all I can tell you, he was the loudest motherfucker on the yard, running around like he was crazy as shit on the chain, and did not look like a pit bull. The tail was fat on the motherfucker. Nah, it don't make me curious. It just make me know that I seen many twins to the great dogs that look just like the great dogs over there in that pile. That look just like every great dog you seen out here. Every great dog you seen out there, I seen them motherfuckers in. I seen one look just like them in the curb pile. I seen one look just like him in the curb pile. So whatever you get from that, you get from that. They don't look different. They don't be looking no different. That's what I do get it from it. They don't be looking no. You can't look at them and tell. Yeah, because there's twins in the curb pile. You can't just look at you, nigga. That look don't mean shit. There's plenty of them look like that over there in the curb pile. That look don't mean shit. Shit. Ain't no reason for you feeling bad. Ain't really no reason for you feeling bad about that. Cause it's like it's like a child that say some of the most honest things. That's all it is. You being honest. Your eyes showing. Your eyes made you open your mouth. It's just, it's an etiquette of it. So you probably feel bad because of the etiquette of it. But like, yeah, that's why people say certain things. Your eyes telling you something. So you want to know the truth. Solo, is that Solo? Solo, what's happening? You still on that bubble killer? Salute. Oh, got you, Tony. Yeah, so that question should have been answered right there when you was so. Yeah, that answer should have been answered right there, because that's what it's showing, right? That's what it's showing. It's showing that, and that should also make you understand how one would choose to roll with the beast and try to make beast out of beast instead of doing it the other way, though. Even though it could be done the other way. So you should see the reason why, just because it can be done like that, you don't want to pick the underdog side if you have a choice, even though it could be done the underdog way. But shit, if you had a choice, you want to pick the beast way all the way out, right? That's all it be. When I was younger, when I was younger and air hustling and shit like that, old heads and shit, I was fucking up using milk, regular milk for my dogs and shit like that. Nothing happened to them bad, but I didn't know that shit was bad for them for a long time. I used to give my dogs, the puppies and shit, regular milk and shit. I didn't know that was bad. I mean, that you ain't supposed to do that or that bad for them. But that was me ear hustling on the milk shit and not hearing the goat part of it probably or whatever the fuck, and just use the milk, regular milk. But now the goat milk was probably what they was always saying. Goat milk, I'm just hearing milk and I'm putting milk in there. And then when I got older, I think I heard the negatives of cow milk for dogs. Tony said, same risk, Toyo, run it. Yeah, same risk, same potential. I'm not gonna say same potential. We saying the same thing. Same potential, I think. Same potential. Same chances. Rolling the dice. You're right. I can't give you no pushback on it. I can't give you no pushback on it. But at the same time, when we building, we want to build on results. We want to build on good results. So with that being said, we gonna salute the motherfucker that got the good results and trying to throw the good result traits down. Even though we all know we all shooting the dice every time we put the dice in our hand. Boom. We want to salute on the good results. We want to cheer for the winner to throw a winner. That's all. We want to cheer for the winner to throw a winner. Ain't too many people cheering for a quitting motherfucker to throw a winner. Ain't nobody really cheering for a quitting motherfucker to throw a winner. If he happened to throw a winner, yeah, that's a bonus or whatever, but they not really cheering for a quitting motherfucker to throw a winner. You heard me? They not gonna be doing that. They get once the result is not nothing to build on. Once the result is something that you don't want to build, you don't want to build on. Now, circumstances have put people in places where as though they didn't went on and had to build on it for whatever reasons, and they didn't got good results. That's still not the standard that we going on. That's still not the standard the winners is going on. That's still not the winning. That's still not the winning way. Put it like that. That's still not the winning way. It's a way. It's a bulldog way, but it's not the winning way. So maybe I'm putting on my big hat real quick on that one. Maybe I got a little big hat on that one. The winning big hat. The winning big hat. And put a big hat on with winning on that bitch. Fuck it. Put a big hat on it with Charlie Sheen on that bitch saying winning. when Charlie used to go around saying winning. When Charlie said he didn't give a fuck about what it looked like, what the people was talking about. Nigga winning, he said he was winning. Winning. Yeah. 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 So when you back a winner in a corner like that with different questions and shit like that, and, and, and your shit making sense, you telling the whole flip side of how a loser can be the great, how all this shit can be great, and it's making sense. That's when the winning side just throw that out there. Winning the winning way, nigga. That other shit ain't winning. That's what they go. They'll just get real slick with you and say, look. Winning hit you with the Charlie Sheen jump. What he say? What Soto say? What he say? Anybody ever had a strain they wanted to cool down? A strain they wanted to cool down. Nah. A whole strain they wanted to cool down? Nah, I don't think nobody had a whole strain they wanted to cool down. They don't want cool no fires down. Niggas don't be wanting to cool no fires down. That's if you might got some motherfuckers out here that got a line of hard keepers, that they just, man, like, boom. They don't know how to get rid of the hard keeping aspect without taking away from something that they like. So the hard keeping aspect come with it. So some of them lines is just like that. The good dog part of them come with some hard keeping shit. It's up in there. It's up in there. I'm sure if they could get it out, they would have got it out by now. So it must be with those lines. It must be you when you getting it out. It must be taken away from the dog. Maybe that's why it's still up in there. Some type of cross though. Some type of cross. Some type of cross. It's just some type of cross out there for you. Cross is the boss. So some type of cross out there got your answer. It's about if you have time. Time. If it's that important to you, that's all. Is that important to you, and to find the right cross to do it. And you might go through some fucked up shit trying to find the right cross to do that. So that's all it's about. But I'm sure it's out there. Put a governor on the shit. Put a little governor on the shit. Keep the power there, but I understand what you're saying. Keep the shit there, but quiet it down a little bit. Quiet down a little bit. I'm sure you could find a cross. HB in the building. I see HB come through. Salute HB if you up in here. HB and that whole BR in the motherfucking building. Salute. Top Shelf still up in here? Chilling. In here chilling. Them the ones got sold to the trap workers. Same shit, HB. What's good with you, HB? What's been good, man? What's been good? I know you say you've been working and all that shit. Top Chef told me one of them hounds had an accident. Top Chef told me one of them hounds had an accident. He told me that a couple weeks ago. I ain't seen you though. I ain't seen you. When he told me that, I understood though. I kind of understood because I think when you did slid through, you wasn't talking too much. You wasn't talking too much, so you probably was going through some things. Y'all remember that song "Going Through Some Things"? Y'all remember that song "Going Through Some Things"? I don't remember who used to. That joint was fire too. I'm going through some things. Going through some things. Ain't nothing wrong with going through some things. You ever, you ever ran across your mans? This to my younger niggas. You run across your mans when they try to get their life right, and you know they getting their life right when they hit you with, man, I bet just going through some things. Cause niggas don't even talk like that. Tell you that they going through nothing. Motherfucker tell you it was going through some things. Your man fought back. Your man fought back. Salute. Your man fought back. You got to see him again, and he told you he was going through some things. Shit, he made it back. Salute. Out of Flint, Michigan. Not 100%, but partially. Oh, okay, they talking some other shit. Having a good relationship with your breeder of choice will let you know which way to go with it. Salute that. It's definitely a reference. It's definitely a reference and a good reference that's in-house. That's in-house. So what's good for him should be good for you. So of course, yes, that's the team that you're on. So what's good for him should be good for you. So I agree with that statement. I agree with that statement. Who's that? PJ. Oh, Dayton Family had that song solo. Okay, that joint was fire. I like that joint. Going through some things. Hey, Ballin, that'd be a good plug for you too, Ballin. Now that I think about it, that'd be a good plug for you. It'd be a good plug for anybody, but it'd be definitely a good plug for the home team if y'all get through y'all big hat conversations. That's the only thing be with that type of shit. When y'all get through y'all big hat conversations, if y'all motherfuckers, however y'all big hats talk. But that'd be a good look right there. Just from the way you talk, Measy, yeah, that'd be a good look. But you know that big hat shit. You know how that big hat shit. Cause just the price, Measy, just the price was big hat shit to me. Just the price was big hat shit to me. But I see that ain't even scared you off, Measy. You know the big hat language. So that might be a beautiful thing for y'all motherfuckers. You big hat motherfuckers. Had to spend that bread and get super secure. Salute that solo. Salute that. That's what it boils down to that in some ways. Motherfuckers try to dress it up. Now if you one of them niggas that's around them guys, you around them guys and you can get it. Like a lot of people don't even gotta do that solo. You know that too, solo. But it's levels, and I'm sure you one of them dudes that get shit that you want sometimes or have been around those type folks. But you already know you gotta spend that motherfucking bread to secure your shit. You gotta spend some type of bread. Gotta be involved. Not no little bit ass bread either. Some type of bread got to be involved for you to secure the type of spots you want, type of shit you trying to motivate. You know, but like the talk will be, the results will be people talking about good dogs being given to them for free and they best dog being given to them for free and all that. Yeah, those be the results of all the shit. But you know, on your personal journeys and shit to become whoever you is, you know the amount of bread you had to spend to get secure in some positions. And that shit might not even been this dog, might not be the dogs that at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, that ended up being the ticket for real. That just was the move that you had to make that got you to the shit that a motherfucker gave you. You wouldn't even have got that free joint if you didn't spend to get yourself in position to be somebody to get that free joint. Shit work out like that too. So you can't avoid spending. It's hard to avoid spending. But I do understand and salute some of those ones that you know they position at the table was different. They already at the fucking table. Some people already at the table. They was there for whatever reason, so they gonna get the type of shit that you'll never get, or you'll have to come up with that bag to get, homie. And the bag still don't guarantee that that animal is gonna be something that you could build on. Yeah, it's only really an investment though, bro. If that shit is something, it ended up being good. Some motherfuckers will use the money as a justification to try to build on the shit. Like you automatically thinking you spending that bag or that top dollar, you gonna make something happen with that motherfucker. You on one of them modes. You you done spent this money that you never spent before on this certain dog to secure your spot. So you automatically think you supposed to be able to breed that joint. You ain't gonna treat that joint the same way you would treat your own shit or however it's supposed to be going. And that's where it's not keeping it to the standards. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill to swallow that you spent that cake that you never could spend twice for a dog that ain't kicking it, ain't making the cut. Now, hopefully, you'll have some type of arrangement with that type of money you spend to where as though I don't know if the money can guarantee you a dog that will make the cut. I don't know if it's a camp that just that amount of cheese that person that's selling you the dogs, he's gonna make sure you get one that passed the cut. That's a good breeder that's selling to motherfuckers. Somebody that's making sure the people that's spending that top cheese, they're gonna get something that make the cut. Are they able to do that? Are they able to do that now? That's a whole different story. Cause shit start getting tricky. Shit start getting to like, cause I mean, how many times you coming back to the motherfucker saying that this ain't make the cut? What kind of cut is you trying to make? Motherfuckers start asking questions, start doing different so it gets tricky. And if you was gonna treat that one that you paid top dollar for like a star and don't make him go through the bullshit and try to make some good shit out of him. I say you could have did the same shit with your shit without spending that motherfucking big ass dollar ticket. If you was gonna wait till something good come out that motherfucker anyway. You might as well wait it with your own shit. You might as well bread your own shit, and something good gonna come out that motherfucker. The potential there's something gonna come out that motherfucker. Boom, boom, boom. So that should be your investment. If you just gonna spend some cake and think that's gonna get you something. If you're gonna change your whole shit up just by spending some cake and then you gonna treat them dogs different, that ain't doing it. To me, that ain't that ain't showing you the truth. If you're gonna do that thing, then you could do that with your own shit. I say that. You could find out, you could wait around and invest in your own shit and wait around for them to bring on the good ones. If you was gonna do that with something that you spending top dollar with, that that would be better. To me, that would be better to do that before you spend your top dollar. Wait till you got a good one. Wait till you made something that you got a good one. No matter how long it took you get one, boom, 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 and then use that as your standard for the cake that you spending. That motherfucker that you spending that cake for should be damn sure better than yours then. If motherfuckers do that more, wait for their own good shit and then use that as a standard before you spend somebody. You only spending with a motherfucker that's bringing something better than yours. And see how many times you go spend that money when you know you made a good one, and then you go buy something, raise that bitch, and it don't end up being like yours, good as yours. Is you gonna go buy again, or you just gonna realize like, hold up, I'm buying other niggas shit that they doing the same shit as me. I paid $150 for a top-notch bulldog. Yeah, well, you ain't gonna be beating them prices. well, well, buddy, you paid $150 for a top-notch bulldog. Well, buddy, you ain't gonna beat them prices. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. It's nothing no one can tell you. You know what I mean? It's nothing no one can tell you. You done paid 150 for a good ass, for a top-notch bulldog. Nigga, it's game over right there. Game over right there. Build on that. Don't look back. Build on that and don't look back. If you got a top-notch one for 150, it's gonna be hard as shit for you spend 7,000 or some shit like that for some shit that might not end up being like that 151. Whoa. 300 killer. What killer talking about? $300. Not to me. We don't give a fuck. We were schooled to pay that fee and raise your own litter. No pup back deals. Plus a man's price is his price. I've seen people pay more for what I feel is bullshit. So yeah, yeah, man. I turned down 2 well-bred bulldogs over the past 4 months from good dog men. Damn, everybody building shit. I just built a new house. Salute the construction workers. Salute, baller. One double bread ham over some Mexican Eli. Salute ham. The ham. Man, I want that dog, but had to buckle down and focus on my own, thinking I had a pregnant jet. Salute. You can't take everything. You can't take everything every time. Right, right. Shit, salute. He built the neighborhood. I just did a new deck for somebody. Salute that. Y'all getting it in. I'm fried as a motherfucker. Hold on, I'll be right back. What did nigga Finesse 2 times say? Switch it up in Bulldog joint. Dog food, no milk. dog, dog food, no water. Dog food, no bowl. No bowl. Oh shit. Good ass dogs. Dog food, no bowl. Oh shit. Paid 300 for a dog. Knocked off something that cost 3,500. 5 bands. Knocked off something that cost 3,500. 5 bands. Roll it up, roll it up. Roll it up one more time. Roll it up one more time for the workers. Roll up another one for the workers. Tony, any updates on the pilot? Any updates on that pilot? I still got that night train dog up there. That bitch only got that little piece of white on him. Look at that night train dog up there, man. You can't even see the whites in his eyes. You can't even see that shit. That a night train dog up there. Boy, they was talking some shit. I think on an SDA show or or the Cat Brothers show, Hump Day. One of them shows they was talking about. One of them shows. One of them shows I was watching. They was talking about the lady. One of them dudes dropped a whole lady off over at Carver House. Dropped the whole lady over off. Dropped the whole lady over there to Carver. And what they say, Carver was they saying Carver was a shirt? No, that was what show? Who was that show on? That was Schoolboy show. Musician. I think musician was talking to Schoolboy. Musician was talking to Schoolboy, talking about somebody dropped a whole lady over at Maurice Carver's house. Somebody was a sheriff, border patrol or something. Somebody was a sheriff of a small town. One of the motherfuckers was a sheriff of a small town. I don't know if it was Carver or somebody. I'm like, Carver did every motherfucking thing. Then Schoolboy said, salute the Schoolboy. Him and musician had a good interview. Schoolboy said Carver had advertisements in the magazine for doing women's hair. He used to do women's hair and all that. Carver was doing a lot of shit. Carver was doing a lot of shit. Like this motherfucker was doing women's hair, breeding dogs. Somebody was a sheriff of a small town, spoke different languages. Man, these motherfuckers be doing. These motherfuckers be. Man, what the fuck? Just to hear that shit, that sound like some undercover shit. Like, nigga, how is you doing all these different jobs, doing these different jobs and shit in different places? You a sheriff one day, you doing hair the next out, man. This shit wild as a motherfucker. Salute, JC, salute Big Saab in the building. Salute, happy Easter, man. Bulldog, Easter all y'all, man. Salute. Carver sound like he was running his business out of. Man, Carver was doing the most. Carver was doing the most. They said motherfucker dropped a whole girl, a whole lady over there to him. Whole young lady over there to his head. Somebody, it was they girl, it was their young jump. I don't know if it was Enrique, if it was Morphine or Cardenas. I don't know who it was. It was their young jump, a young joint. Somebody was fucking with a young joint over Mexico, and they was married and shit, or getting ready to get married, and they stashed their young joint over Carver house. I don't know if Carver ended up messing with the broad. I don't know what the fuck was going on. They was doing a lot. And then Carver was doing hair. They said Carver was doing, Schoolboy said Carver was advertising for doing women's hair and shit. Ah, woo. These niggas do the ladies' hair and all that shit. Breed the dogs, do the ladies' hair. Hell, you telling me Carver was a beautician, jack of all trades. Yeah, that's what I was listening to. Schoolboy musician and Schoolboy be having good conversation. They was talking some shit, boy. I think that nigga was pimping and all that shit. I don't know what it was. Man, check that shit out, JC. Mm. Lil J, salute Lil J. Y'all don't mind me. I'm just rolling something up, rolling a little something up. Y'all don't mind me. Carver must have said every day. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Yeah. That motherfucker was outside. Oh shit. Killer said, HB tell them niggas go get their money back and come fuck with you. Salute that, Killer. Motherfucking that Rambo shit. That Rambo on deck with that motherfucker. That Rambo with that motherfucking turtle bus pussed in there, smoking Joe type stuff, whatever, man. That motherfucking Rambo up in there heavy. HB got it. Yeah, HB got it now. You churn for HB around this motherfucker. Man, it's an old painting. It's an old painting. Y'all know how y'all be seeing them old pit bull paintings and shit, right? Old pit bull drawings and shit. I seen one. I seen one that had a midget. They had a midget with a club. He had a fucking a ankle a thing chained around his ankle. They had the midget chained up to something around his ankle. He had one leg chained up to something. He had a club in his hand. He was looking mean as a bitch too. And they was fighting him against a pit bull. they had the people around betting and some shit like that. It was a painting I seen like that. I seen a painting like that. Old motherfuckers around betting, and it's a motherfucking midget dude chained up, and a fucking a pit bull. He got the midget got a club in his hand, and they cutting the pit bull loose. I ain't gonna lie to you. The midget looked like an old school. The midget looked like an old school dog in the face. Looked like a mean motherfucker in the face. Looked like the picture had me captivated. The drawing had me captivated. I'm gonna tell you that. Like, what the fuck? Y'all might can find that drawing, find that picture. Y'all to find it. The historians or something. Somebody that ran across it. Go to Carver House to pick up a dog. Leave with your head. Leave with your head. Leave with your head done. Leave with your head done. Head done and the clap. The claps got you. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Let me find out the motherfucking man, don't let me find out. Sound like somebody that motherfucker might have had sugar in his tank too. He might have had some sugar in his tank too. I don't know. He might have had some sugar in his tank too. He might have had some sugar in his tank now that I think about it. Cause you see that picture of him outside in his pajamas with the picture, him and who's that up on that motherfucker jump? Who's that up on the jump? On the doghouse, top of the doghouse. Who's that on top of the doghouse? He out there in the pajamas with shades on. He out there in pajamas and shades on with the dog. He out there got sugar in his tank like a motherfucker. Out there, out there. Look at his stance out that bitch. Now that you say something, look at his stance out that bitch. With the pajamas on, the shades on, and he out there with that dog on top of the doghouse. That little dog. How he come outside with the pajamas on, the way he stand and way he stand and shit? That nigga probably got sugar in his tank like a motherfucker, yo. I ain't even fronting on that. Now that I think about that shit and think about that picture out that bitch pajamas on and motherfucking shades on, and you do hair too. You do hair, women's hair too. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Lil J say, most definitely sugar in the tank. Oh shit. You heard it from the workers. Salute to all the hotels on the highway. That's pet friendly. Salute all the pet friendly hotels, man. Hit different, hit different. Salute all the pet friendly hotels, man. The real pet friendly hotels, not the ones that's pet friendly for Frenchies and Yorkies and Frenchies and shit. Not just them. The ones that's pet friendly for the working dogs. Pet friendly for the working dogs. Salute all the hotels that say shit. Fuck it, we all right. You good. Boom. And while I said that, to the designer dog dudes or the exotics or whatever, I know y'all guys. I seen the years when y'all had to buy them dogs for y'all girls and shit. Y'all pit bull guys had to get them jumps for y'all girls. So I asked y'all, which one y'all choose, the Frenchies or the Yorkies? Cause I seen the Yorkies had their little thing. The Yorkies was a thing, and then the Frenchies came. So which one is it, the Frenchies or the Yorkies? Who got the throne on buying your girl the little dogs? On buying your girl the little dogs, the little cute girl dogs. Which one is it, the Frenchie or the Yorkie that make the girl smile? Talk to me. It's your time to shine. The project's been had Yorkies and Frenchies, so you niggas ain't doing shit. The project's been had Frenchies and Yorkies. But like, yeah, which ones though? The Frenchies or the Yorkies? Big Hirsch, salute. Big Hirsch in the building, y'all. Salute. Salute, Big Hirsch. Hey, I'm gonna have to go hit that the joint you did yesterday. I'm gonna have to hit the replay. I seen you outside. It was a lot of people outside. A lot of people outside, but I seen you over there cooking. You had people up there. That white boy be cooking with you. He sound all right. And the brother that was cooking with you sound good too. But I ain't get to check the whole thing out. I was over at the after party with the Cat Brothers, SDA and them. Definitely gonna hit your shit. Gonna hit the replay though. See what you was talking about. Salute the work too. I like when you be having the interviews up there talking to them guys. PJ said Frenchies. Frenchies over the Yorkies, but not the long haired ones. So the Yorkies, the gig is up. I heard teacup Yorkies too. Oh, HB said he breed teacup Yorkies. Okay, we got one more for the teacup Yorkies though. The Yorkies is not gone, they say. Salute, Hirsch. Working class, working class teacup Yorkies. HB on this shit. HB on this shit. HB say working class teacup Yorkies at that. At that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Working class teacup Yorkies at that. Yes, sir. Salute the workers. The teacup Yorkies working, nigga. Yorkies are high maintenance with the long hair. All right, PJ. They high maintenance. They still top shelf though, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers still in it. I remember the Yorkies before the Frenchies. I remember the people was going into their Yorkie phase. If I can't walk you a mile without you falling out from a stroke, I don't need you. Yeah, they ain't for you though. They ain't for you, JC. You know they was probably most of the boys that was getting them. They was the ones that I seen getting them. They was mostly for their girls. Keep their girls. Their girls wanted them and shit like that. But now that you say that shit, most of the time it be a lot of niggas walking them though. The girls ain't doing the walking of the dogs. I see some of them girls out there walking them dogs, but then I see a lot of times big ass niggas walking the motherfucking little ass Yorkies and Frenchies and shit, like the girl making them walk the dog and shit. They be looking sad as a bitch out there walking them motherfuckers too. I ain't gonna front. They look big as a motherfucker walking little ass Yorkies and shit, picking them up and all that shit, scooting them in. I mean, get the fuck out. What the fuck is going on? Even some of the girls starting to talk about that shit. They be like, man, where the real niggas? Niggas used to be having pits and shit. These motherfuckers walking. They got these niggas walking Yorkies and shit and Frenchies and shit. I heard a girl say that shit one time. She was like, man, when they was asking her something about what's changing and shit, they be like, man, where the fucking real niggas at? I remember when niggas used to be walking pit bulls and stuff like that. These niggas now walking Yorkies and Frenchies. I said, damn. I said, damn. But yeah, I know the niggas, they was getting it for their girls and shit, but then you see the girls ain't fucking walking them. Them niggas is walking them motherfucking dogs. PJ said the Frenchies a little big, more bigger than the teacups, and they more fun. We seen the Frenchie Bulldog races. We seen the Frenchie Bulldog races. They did look like they was having a ball out there on the races, though. We did see them. They was on YouTube, the Frenchie Bulldog races. Y'all check them out. The Frenchie Bulldog races. They be racing. They be trying to hit each other and everything. You gotta go through all that before you hit the finish line. Niggas be trying to hit each other and everything. But shit, while we talking about it, Lynx dogs, them dogs that Lynx made, them Jones look like that. And they working. And them Jones working. Y'all better peep them shits out. Peep them shits out that Lynx made. Them bitches working too. I don't know what's the ticket on them if he's selling them to the public or not. JC said I got a shits poo and a poodle mix. He loved to walk. Dollar Bill is his name. Okay, JC. Walking the dogs. Ain't nothing like walking the dog. Especially when you got that vibe with that motherfucker. Walking the dog. That's what the big yards, they lose touch. They lose touch the grassroots of these motherfuckers when you got too many of them that you can't walk them. And I guarantee you, to me, a motherfucker, even if you got a lot of them, you be so into your shit. Like before you get overwhelmed and shit, you know that was something you was gonna try to do. You walking all them bitches. That's something you try to know all them bitches. But then when it start getting to like 10 of them motherfuckers, boy, when you start working for them, you when just walking them bitches, just everything you do with them is a whole job, a whole 8-hour joint of the day. When you get to those type numbers, that's when sacrifices start coming along, especially if you ain't got no help. That's when you start having to sacrifice certain shit. You start having to make up a rotation. Some of these get these days, some of them get that day. And that should make you pump your brakes right there. You ain't even having no more fun as you used to. Now everything became a job. At first, when you had 2, 3 of them, or one or two of them, your walks was amazing. Your every interaction was amazing. When it start becoming like 10 of them motherfuckers and shit like that, boy, everything is work. Feeding is work like a motherfucker. Cleaning up is work like a motherfucker. Walking, doing all the dog man shit is work. That's why we salute the workers. Y'all know. I know y'all know. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. What y'all talking about? Oh, kill it with the chupacabra. Them bitches look like they got mange. Them chupacabras look like they got mange. Them bitches look nasty as I don't know what. They look like they got mange already. All facts. What y'all talking about? That Shih Tzu? He got a Shih Tzu mixed with a poodle. He a Shih Tzu. What do you call him? A Shih Tzu. A Shih Tzu and a poodle mix. A Shih Tzu. Named Dollar Bill. That nigga like Dollar Bill. He like Dollar Bill. Nigga told us his name and everything. He like, yeah, his name Dollar Bill. Yeah. Run the mill and all that. Salute Dollar Bill. Salute Dollar Bill. Yeah, that motherfucker look mangy as a motherfucker, Tone. He look mean too. He look mean. I seen some shit on the hogs, man. Them hogs still a problem. The motherfucking hogs is still a problem across these places. They saying people just they allowing people to just try to get rid of them, but the people ain't even getting rid of them. They shooting them like they having fun having little trips, helicopter flights, and getting to shoot them out the helicopter, but they just leaving them there. They just leaving them there. They not like doing nothing with the things. Ain't those wild hogs and shit edible and shit like that, man? All these hungry people out here, they should be having a thing lined up for all them joints that they killing. They should be cleaning that shit up and making meat out that motherfucking feeding the homeless out that shit. Wild hogs stew like a motherfucker everywhere. Everywhere. Till the hogs is gone. Till the hogs is gone. Motherfuckers should be doing all that shit. Matter of fact, wherever it's at, they should let the homeless go there. Y'all want to eat, start eating these motherfuckers. Let the homeless hunt they shit. Let them live out there where they at. Hunt they shit. Hunt them motherfuckers wherever they at. They be hungry and shit. They had plenty to eat. Put them out there with them. Put them out there with them. They make their tents and shit or whatever, and then they got food running around. Go ahead and they survive off them. I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, why they ain't eating them, JC? Like some of them they can't eat or something. I would be thinking they on the menu. All these homeless people and shit and can't they hungry and shit like that. Shit. Let them have some drop them off in a helicopter. Drop them off let them get out there and get them jumps. Oh, you see somebody feeding the community with them. Okay, so they is okay. That's official. If somebody doing that, that's how I would think. Like shit, man, shit. You could be. People would love you. You coming around with good, especially if you know how to clean them and cook them, make the motherfuckers taste good, barbecue them bitches up or whatever, whatever. Shit. They say the Spanish people when they came over here, the Spanish motherfuckers, the Spanish conquerors when they came over here, or something. That was one of the things they did for the future. Like they brung a whole lot of they wild hogs and let them loose in the wherever they was in America. Let the motherfuckers loose for future food and shit like that. For future food and shit and for future hunting and food source. And they just migrated. They just overpopulated like a motherfucker. They just started breeding and just ran wild, uncontrollable or something. So it's still the ones from back then. These is still the ones from back then. They just bred like a motherfucker and running wild. I think they let loose like I don't know. I want to say I don't know, maybe 10,000 of them, the original ones, or certain thousand of them, and now all of them running wild like that. But they saying though, when I was watching the shit, they was saying while they was looking at the shit, studying the shit, they seen something else. They stumbled up on some other shit going on. And that was the wolf. The wolf and the coyote had mixed, right? And the wolf and coyote mixed, and whatever that joint is that mixed, whatever the result of that is, they be they be killing off the piglets. So while motherfuckers killing off the adults, the them coyote and wolf joints be tearing the piglets up. Been tearing the piglets up for free. They've been hunting the piglets. They've been peeping how they been hunting the piglets. It's like free game to them. Like they be the wild mother boy. She be aggressive when she protecting the motherfucker. So they'll be like, they'll send one to go past, to run past where the, run past real quick, and she gonna be all on him. She gonna be all on him, like she gonna be on him like a motherfucker, and then the other ones just come grab them joints, come grab a couple joints real quick and haul ass. Boom. They be using that on him, and it'd be the winning move every time, and they just eating out that bitch. So it's a whole nother motherfucking thing going on with this shit. Yeah, salute that balling. That sound like some good work. That sound like some excellent work, bro. And they say the good works. They say the good dogs is where the good work at. They say the good dogs is where to work at. Where you find good dogs, they say where to work at. That's what they say. Wherever to work at, that's where you find good dogs. So some people don't say, how a lot of people say good dogs where you find them. There's some old heads that'll tell you when you ask them where you find a good dog, they'll tell you where to work at. They'll tell you just like that. You ask old motherfuckers, old, like pops them age 70 and shit like that, 70 years old, shit like that. Whereas though them 60-year-old niggas be still youngins to them. You ask them niggas where to work, where you find good dogs at, pops. Shit, the good dogs is where to work at. The dogs, you always find the dogs where to work at. That's what they say. All right, I got you. Kendall Frederick, y'all. Kendall Frederick on YouTube. A bunch of catching cooks. Salute the catching cook gang. I'm definitely gonna check that out. Kendall Frederick on YouTube. William Torres, salute. Big Tony, what's the update on that pilot? Did they find that pilot yet they've been looking for? Prayers go out to that pilot, man. Whoever that pilot is, man. Prayers go out to him, man. I hope US find him. Find that pilot, bro. I'm gonna keep asking about that pilot. That pilot, man. I'm gonna keep asking about that pilot. Yeah, we got to find out about that pilot, bro. Motherfucker crossed my motherfucking mind and shit, motherfucker. Crossed my mind just now. They rescued them, Wolf. Are you sure, or is one still missing? There was a couple of them. Is it one missing? Okay, they rescued. Okay, rescued. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. There you go. There we go. There we go. That's good. That's good. That's fucking good. Woo, boy, because they had put them motherfuckers over there, put that big money on him. They had put like a rack of money on him for somebody else. They was trying to get they people to grab him up and don't give him to the U.S. So they put money up for him. But that you know how that go. Shit probably start getting scurry for that nigga around that motherfucker, boy. Scurry for him, boy. I know he got a story to tell, boy. That shit could be a fucking movie, boy. Motherfucker, them motherfuckers, you gotta be on the run, on the duck and hide till they come get you. Salute to him. I'm glad they got them boys. Cause that shit ain't no motherfucking, that ain't the drone warfare. That's the real deal shit right there when the motherfucker is down on the grounds himself. Ain't no more motherfucking computer game. This is just real live action. Motherfucker is really on the ground himself in enemy territory behind enemy lines, man. Salute to them motherfuckers. They some bad motherfuckers anyway, flying them planes and actually having to fight in the air and in airplanes and shit and jets. And you dueling with another motherfucker. Them fighter pilots is some different type motherfuckers. Salute to them. Salute to them motherfuckers. They need to have a whole line of game dogs called fighter pilot dogs. They had a pilot line. They had a pilot line of dogs. They need to bring it back with the fighter pilot line of dogs. The fighter pilot, them motherfuckers is serious. You flying a plane is serious anyway. You in the air, nigga. Flying. Boom. But the ones that's in the air fighting another motherfucker in the air, come on, man. Salute the fighter pilot dogs, whoever they, just like the new family blacks. If I had new family black lines, I would want them. I would want one of them. It would be an honor for a fight. It would be an honor for a fighter pilot to have one of my fucking dogs. I ain't even gonna lie. A fighter pilot, motherfucker, had one of a fighter pilot interested in one of your hounds. Salute the fighter pilots one time, man. Salute all them guys that got put the salute the guys also they got put the boots on the ground and ain't even flying nothing. They get flown in and get dropped off and they just boots on the ground. The Marines and all them army niggas, whatever. When they get flown in, they just get the boots on the ground. They don't fly shit. They get flown in. Boots on the ground, niggas. We can't forget about them. We got dogs named Boots and shit like that. Good dogs from the Boots. We got Jimmy Boots line, Little Boots line. We even talked about them. So we salute the boots on the ground. But them fighter pilot line, that fighter pilot line, bro. The fighter pilot line of dogs. Who got that fighter pilot shit? Salute to the Fly Boys. Tony said Fly Boys. Salute to the Fly Boys. That's what they call them, Tony. Fly Boys, Top Gun niggas, I guess. Top Gun, Fly Boys. I like fighter pilot. Fighter pilot shit. I like that shit. Fighter pilot dogs. That sounds like a good line of working dogs. That fighter pilot shit. That fighter pilot shit, yay. Oh, okay, the Fly Boys, that's what y'all call them, okay. They think they the shit, huh? And we got people that went to the moon, y'all. I don't know if y'all get any updates from the moon. Y'all get any updates from the moon? Um, um, the moon trip. The moon trip. Did they make it there yet? The videos getting fed back, shot back. What the moon look like? They said they was doing some different shit on the moon. What's up? What's up? They went there. They left on the first. They left on the first. They said they be back. They should be back tomorrow, right? America stay doing big things. So, you got to salute America. These motherfuckers can go be at war on one front and on the moon on another front. Man, they say the other day was last week sometime, something to do with the war last week sometime. They were showing the airports and how long you had to wait, how long the lines was and shit, right? And how expensive the baggage shit was now, like $50 a bag or some shit. $50 a bag and shit, right? For your carry on. Some shit they was explaining the shit, right? One nigga came on there and said he was wearing shit. Once they went up to $50 a thing for the shit, for the bag, that nigga said I'ma wear my outfits, all my outfits on the plane. Fuck the bags. That nigga said he was gonna wear all 17 outfits on at one time and get on the plane instead of putting the bags on that bitch paying $50 a bag. He said he's just gonna put all his outfits on and get on that bitch. I said, God dang. You still looking for Jeep Rascal or Jeep Rascal Jr.? HBC still looking for Jeep Rascal. Who the fuck is this? Brian Lee. Hit that salute button, Brian Lee, when you come in this motherfucker. Salute the workers. But yeah, still looking for some Jeep Rascal. You looking for some Jeep Rascal, HB? Or some Jeep Rascal Jr.? That's what you looking for, HB? Just keep that Rambo on deck, nigga. Keep that Rambo on deck. Salute, Cuzzo. Shit. You know who you shit. Who was it that said earlier? Shit, shit. You know, I ain't telling you nothing, but I would be hiding that top shelf for all my directions with that shit. With that Rambo shit, I'd be hiding that top shelf for all my directions with that shit. That motherfucker got no something. That motherfucker got no something. You sitting on some shit that is some motherfuckers. It should be some motherfuckers that when they find out you got that, it's some motherfuckers that he got other dogs that's related to that shit and all that in other places. They find out you got that, they should be flying into your ass, flying into you or at least letting you know where they at to make to be like, yeah, we need set this up for the future or something. Right back into the family of the shit. Right back into the working family. Shit. Hey, cousin, let me get a cigarette, please, when you get a chance. If you in there, if you're in the building. Hey, it been fire shows this week. It was a fire week this week. Fire shows, I think. The week the Bulldog community is the shit, man. The Bulldog community is the shit. Simple as that. If you just look at the different shows that come on, you got a variety of different shows. Salute to Live Your Life. Salute my boss to Connect. Man, that nigga be doing his thing over there, man. Working dogs over there, man. Live Your Life dogs. Uh Salute, you already know Shogun Unlimited and Samurai Kennels. You already know Big Drake. Big Drake get ready to come out and do big shit. Just had the digital dog show for April coming back outside. Bloom. Just the growth of the community. You know, the growth of the entertainment and the jewels being dropped. Even if you know it's all regurgitation of historical shit and with new knowledge and new twists, new opinions wrapped up in it, and the youth amongst the old intertwined, the bumping and grinding. I think because we done spent some years together now, a little bit years together now. I see a little growth. I like it. Always room to improve. Always room to improve. Always room to improve. But definitely, it's always refreshing. Some refreshing things happen. So salute the community and shit. That's all. Salute the community. Everybody doing their own thing and shit. We be hard as shit on each other, but we still family. Like it's known. It's like it's a sense of that. Like even the motherfuckers that's beefing, it's still known that they in the community, pitbull community. So that's still like family shit. So that means like you can't shit on really nobody in the community. Like other communities, people gonna feel a certain type of way from this community if another community shitting on somebody in the pitbull community. So it's still a family type of thing, even with all the bullshit involved. Networking growing on. And salute everybody that's doing things, like doing things, man. Putting things together and shit like that. I'm amazed. I'm amazed at different things. J-Bo give me very good advice of what not to do and what to do. He give me his recipes not to. Too many breeders will do that. Salute, HB. Well, shit, if you got that, you good in my book. If you got that, you good. If you got a straight line to him, You good. You good in my book, my nigga. Like I say, you good in my. I'm cheering for you over this motherfucker. That's for sure. I'm cheering for you over this motherfucker. That's for sure. And the stuff that you got with it, I salute that part too, because like the shit you got with it is history too. You got the Turtle Buster stuff off the Gaines Turtle Buster shit in there too. So I salute that too. You got a piece of history over there for real, for real. Those lines, shit, those shit. If don't nobody else understand, shit, that's more room in VIP for me. If don't nobody ain't nobody else in the building with that shit it's more comfortable for me, god damn it. Fuck it. That type shit though. That type shit. HB, I had that type shit though. Ain't no telling. I might feel like a young man again. I might. It might be best for me not have that type shit. HB, might be best for me not have that type shit. I feel that shit might juice me up having that type shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I be feeling like I'm somebody around that motherfucker. Talking my best shit. Salute, quick damn right. Salute the burger. Salute. We up in here. Yeah. Smoking this last L with y'all. Then this little run gonna be over for me. We did it. We dropped 3 ass, at least 3.5 on the ass though. I done smoked my brains back, peeled my whole head back, fucking with y'all niggas. Peeled my whole head back this morning. Salute, bro, for coming through. Salute. I got to see the dog. Got to see my nephew again. Shit, everything was good. That dog good. I'm proud of that dog. That dog Zilla look good. Just the look of that motherfucker. He look like he come out the woods. That motherfucker look like he come out the woods. That chocolate motherfucker look like he come out the woods. Yes, sir. Yeah, I gotta watch out for Zilla. Watch out for Zilla. That motherfucker got little big look there. Motherfucker, shit. He be two September. He be 2 in September. Motherfucker looking like a strong youngin. Strong young. He about 40, about 40, 43, probably about 40. He look about 43, about 43 pounds. He look about like a 43. He a nice built dog though. The Turtle Buster got some rascal stuff in Jeep Red Boy in it too. Connecting with the Jeep Rascal up in the motherfucking from the Rambo shit. From J-Bo shit. So you could look at that shit as line bread on the Rascal, Jeep Red Boy Rascal. You could look at it line bread on the Jeep Red Boy Rascal with a out of the Turtle Buster, with the Turtle Buster being an out. if I'm reading what you're saying, if I'm reading the whole whip up correctly, HB. That's what's up. You're never too old to learn something new. I pick up jewels on everyone's platform. Killer. Salute the community. Salute. You like me, Killer. You like me. You're an old head with a young spirit on fire out this motherfucker. Salute, Killer. I already smell you in the building. Goddamn. They don't even know you're old. You got the wisdom of you got the wisdom and the fire of a young motherfucker. I smell it. I smell it. I smell it. I smelt it. I smelt it when you sent your son when you sent your son to go get you the motherfucking when he came back with your son came back from the you said I'm gonna let I let the young one go ahead and make the decision. What he went and got you what he went and got you that night? Yeah, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good shit. That's good shit right there when you're young and go do that for you. That's good. That's a good one. What he go get you though? That remind me of a story, right? Delivering and shit. Real shit. Delivering over Eastern Shore. Delivering over Eastern Shore. Delivering to I was delivering to a nursing home one time over there. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got there. I got that jump. The whole jump was smelling like fire. Smelling like smelling like straight trees when I walked in the jump. But everybody walking around the joint like nothing going on. But I'm telling you, as soon as I hit that joint, it smelled like somebody had some straight loud in that bitch, rocking that bitch, right? So boom, I went and delivered the shit, and I come, I'm leaving out. I see somebody I knew worked in there. I said, man, it smell like straight fire up in here. They was like, man, it get like that every now and then. The motherfucker, it was an old man in there. You know what I mean? Old man in there, whatever. his grandson, his grandson would come in that bitch and sneak him that motherfucking weed up in that motherfucker. And that motherfucker and light that shit up and get his shit in before they make him put it out or whatever. And his grandson to come up there at least a couple times a year, get his grandfather, boom, boom, boom. I said, that's what's up. Salute, salute. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing shit. Damn right. That's that. Salute. Salute the workers. His grandson gonna come up there. His grandson coming where he at, bringing that to his grandfather up in the motherfucking home. Grandpop's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. What did you bring my motherfucking shit up here? Woo, 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 woo. Had that whole motherfucking rocking. They couldn't do nothing about it. Could do nothing about it. And some of them they let have alcohol and shit like that. They get to have their little drinks so they family will bring They had their alcohol stash for their shit. They get their little shit. But I guess that old particular dude, shit, he liked to smoke. Shit. And his folks was gonna get that there to him. Salute. I ain't bring the link out on this one. This one, you said you was gonna hit me up and shit. I would have sent you the link. Sent you the link before I came on. I ain't know you was busy and shit or out of town or whatever. I'd have sent you the motherfucking link. Now everything locked up, and I'm ready to get off this motherfucker. All right, I got you. And I'm ready to get off this show. I only got this little piece of L left. You know the show gonna be over. The party gonna be over. Tell the rest of the crew. Party over. Tell the rest of the crew. I forgot what he got, but I remember what you talking about. Oh yeah. You remember that night? It was your birthday. I think it was your birthday. You was on your big hat shit, big hat birthday jump. You ain't had to move. You ain't had to move. It was your birthday. I think it was around your birthday week. You was getting fried all week. He came back with some. He came back with some fire. I think he came back with some lemon shit. I don't know if it was the limoncello or something else. It was two shits he came back with though. We smoked good around this bitch too. We smoke good around this bitch. The workers smoke good. We always talk about the good smoke. Some niggas be drinking good too. Fam and them drink. Somebody drink whiskey and all that shit. They be talking about their shit. The drinkers be talking about their shit when they come through. I be just hearing shit, whiskey and motherfucking King T be drinking his shit, tequila, whatever. They come through. That brown had me fucking right. The brown, I ain't had no brown in a minute. I, I think it was some ice cream cake. Killer. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. Party over. Tell the rest of the crew. Y'all already know how it goes. Your brother, Big Toyo. Salute to the workers. Y'all already know how I go. Y'all stay royal. I will stay loyal. Let's get it. I'll catch up with y'all next time, though. I don't know if I'm going to come on later on, but we got scratching to the mouth for Monday. But salute to y'all. We out.